Looking at my kitty, it's about that time. 99.9. Here, that happy to be with you. Happy that you chose some time to be with me. What's going on here? I have absolutely no idea. Welcome to this channel. If you're watching later, you know this video is recorded for those watching like 300-400 years from now as well. So we welcome you from the future. It's gonna be a time. All right, yeah. I'm just gonna read for Leo. Going to read for Libra. Going to read for Scorpio. And that'll be that. All right. And there's Valentina. It's not Valentine's Day, Valentina. Just teasing. Just teasing. I'm well, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. And pretty Nina. Uh-oh, looks like I have to get my book. Can't remember to. But thanks for coming in. Make sure to get a list started here. I get ahead of myself. Like I start the video and then I have to start the list. I mean, come on, that's a lot of work, right? You know, only teasing. Hey, Shan, how goes it? Good to see you here tonight. Very nice to have you on board, on deck. Hey, everybody's always up next. Our list isn't real. It's just like, it's imaginary. But we get around to everybody eventually. So I'll be honoring the VIP people that have been collecting stars towards their free readings. I also accept donations and tributes as well. Okay, so I got 4 people on my current VIP list. But I'm going to start a new list just for today. Because Valentina was in first and said to say, hey, welcome everybody. It's Tuesday night. I decided to turn on the dinger. So in hopes of getting some August readings done. But you guys, you come first. Actually, Valentina, you come first. Then pretty Nina. Hello, Georgia Peach. Welcome. Good to see you here tonight. It's just after 8 o'clock in New York City. I don't know why that matters or who cares. It's always 11:11 around here. And then, okay, animals. Animals. Remember that old Def Leppard jam? And I want. And I need. All right. It's a happy Tuesday. It's a happy Sacral Chakra Tuesday. You should be in your happy place. That's that place that right beside that other place that makes you feel happy. All right. Tony Roxy. Hi, good to see you here, Tony. All right. And that's the start. The music's a little loud. I might turn it down a little bit more before we start the readings. I have Oracle decks with me. I have a standard tarot deck. I'm willing to talk about just about anything. Unless it's like something that, you know, we've talked about recently for those of you that frequent the 99.9 often. Welcome from the light ships. Here we go. It should be a fun, wonderful, and magical adventure of Tarot Town, Tarot Time, Tarot Tunes, and Tarot... And yeah, anything else. I don't have any more double T's. We're going to tee it up. We're going to hit it out of the park. Kenny Rossi Finney, that one's gone. That one's in the upper deck. So Valentina, why don't you go ahead and post your question, and we'll do it like old times. We'll do it like old school. Should be fun. As I figure out the technology, it's always like ongoing. Looking at my kitty, it's about that time. It's 99.9. Wishing you all a wonderful day. Hallelujah. Oh yeah, there we go. Where is he? This one. Bye, Mr. Kitty. See you later, Mr. Kitty. Which is fun to do. Hi, Shavonia. Welcome. Good to see you here tonight. I love the flying cat. Yeah. I usually put them on at the very end of the live stream. Then it reminds me that I'm done and I'm not doing any more tarot readings. But I decided to put them first tonight. Okay? Flying Pop-Tart Kitty. Because it's whatever, right? The messages come through the reader, so they hit you in a moment of synchronicity. When you hear the right word at the right moment. You know, that's the only magic that's going on here. It's just flowing and rolling with it. Okay, Valentina, you're first. Was that like a quick pop in, like, hey, can I be on the list? You're taking too long. Yeah, of course. You were first here, Valentina. You go ahead and post your question. While I settle in, I'm going to do a little bit of tarot Should be fun. There we go. Hi, everybody. If you've ever wondered what goes on a Tuesday night, well, this is it. This is it. I turned it on anyways. Shannon, how have you been? What's going on? Jessica joins us. Good to have you, Jessica. Alright. Okay, Valentina, if you're still here and trying to post your question, I don't know, this is your third and final boarding call for a post. Because, like, we don't have anybody to bust these tables. I hope you're all safe and doing well out there. That's my hope for everybody. What is it? How does it go? Like, just when they said it wasn't safe to go outside. Oh, wait, it is safe to go outside. You can do it. We can help. Valentina. Okay. Sorry if you were here and trying to get your question through, Valentina. Pretty. Who is that? That came in second. Pretty Nina. You are pretty, Nina. Nina Bobiner. I'm just teasing. I'm in playful mood. Can't fault the guy for that. So much going on in the universe. There really is. There really is. Hopefully the chat isn't like super delayed. We just started. So like, come on. What's going on? We'll go through the list. I just wanted to do first come, first serve. There's a lot going on in the universe. There's a lot going on just on this planet. It's a lot to take in. But yeah, Leo season's looking exciting. We all need to get out and be playful. Leo season. Okay, Pretty Nina, I believe, has blown the room as well. So, Georgia Peach, come check in. What's going on? I know I'm being a boring stick in the mud right now, but it's just the way of it. There we go. We could just turn up the music. Or you know what I could do? I could just read for one of the signs that I had intended on reading for. Why don't I do that? I got three. I'm going to shake them up. And the one popped out. Go Libra. That's good for Libra. And I want to say, I'm going to read for Libra because I wanted to thank them 100%. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the cards shuffled. And then it'll be quiet on the set because we're going to be doing a reading that will later be turned into a video. So that'll be fun. It's like being live before a live studio audience. Oh, there's Georgia Peach. I was placed on the wait list, number 8, for the dental hygiene program. This is my second time being placed on the wait. Oh, wow, that sucks. That's a bummer, Peach. It always says read for Scorpio. Yeah, it's going to happen. Sky Steve, yeah, it's going to happen. Okay, we're going to talk to Georgia Peach, though. Georgia Peach had a question ready. And then we'll get everybody that came in is in line. Tony, Shavonia, Jessica, Chloe's here now. That's good. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Christy. Hey, am I finally going to talk to him in person before this day ends? Let's see. Christy on the one-time blast. 8, you must wait. Okay, that's actually a 7 of air, right? That's wispy. That's whiskey. That's like out like a thief in the night. I think you have to wait till tomorrow. Maybe. I think this guy's just being like, hold on a minute. Just wait a minute. That's okay. I just gave you a blast from the past. It's just like a 1-card cut, yes or no. Am I finally going to talk to him in person before this day ends? Oh no. Where are you calling us from, Christy? How much time is left in the day? It's already evening. I think that guy, that ghost guy, is like, wait, 7 of air guy. 7 of air guy. It's okay, Christy. I'll write your name down on the list. If you're willing to wait. If you gotta go feed your dog or your cat, I understand. I gotta get focused in on Georgia Peach now. Georgia Peach was the second time being placed on the wait list. That is a banger. That's a bummerama. I'd be bummed. Looking for fall 2020. Looking for admission in Virgo. Ooh. I'll just turn over the set. Quiet on the set. We'll just do this for a minute. Oh, I take the Libra out of there. We're doing so many things here. All day, every day. So that's good. Get that up for you. 8 of water. You may be walking, you may be going away from something. If that might be your home if you're having to travel. Oh, nice. And the faith card is there, which is really good. So it's hard to see because of there's many people involved here in the timelines. I can give you assurance. I see 3 people dropping out for sure in regards to the fish and the dreamer. But some of this is going to be like not resolved yet. There's always like some that drop like right before. And you can get a sense, like, if you have a little bit of faith in and imagine yourself in the classroom, in the lecture hall, if you imagine yourself doing the hands-on lab work, start imagining that now, and then have faith that your vision will become a reality. For this year, like, to have to go on a 3-year waiting list, you know, I'm not going to just tell you that it's not going to happen, but it's possible that you may have to wait again. I don't like to give bad news, but have faith. You can change this, as we can always change everything. People say they do it through willpower, but you can also do it through the power of your imagination and having faith in the process, that if you imagine yourself there, if you are so convinced and you imagine yourself getting there, that, you know, to people out there who it's less important to or who haven't, they may find reason in their timeline, in their life, to have to drop the course. Right now, I can see 3 people wanting to bail out right away. So, but have a little bit of faith. It could still happen. But I'm going to say, like, be prepared for it for next year. I wish I could just give you the news straight up. But it looks like, you know, it's a bit of a stretch to get there. Phenomenal things would kind of have to happen. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it will be fall 2021, she says. After I go into that, like, I was just feeling terrible that I had to give you bad news. And you're just like, yeah, 2021. I love your positive attitude, Georgia Peach. That's really good. You know, it's not out of the realm of potentiality for you to be in there this year. That's what the faith card is saying. So I would try practicing your manifestation techniques as you move through the process and see how close it actually is. 100%. All right. It'll be here, yeah. That's why I say that guy who thinks he has to wait. Hi, Gazelle. What am I doing? I don't even know. This is a tarot program for fun people. Christy, and speaking of fun people, there's Georgia Peach and Tony. Shan, if you're still here, you go ahead and post your question. Here, let's get back. If there's anything I can do for you. It was a pleasure to read for you, Georgia Peach, okay? There's 3 dropping out for sure. You're not getting too excited, but have a little bit of faith. That cosmic turtle is there to just let you know, like, anything can happen, okay? Is there any point or message from the guides about my recent right foot injury, or just happenstance? I was just out earthing, happy as can be. Oh, when it happened, what did you roll? Did you roll your ankle? Did you step on something? Youch, youcher. I don't know. Like, I feel it like in the top of my foot. So that's good, Saruchi. All right, we're jamming out. I gotta check a few people in, and then we'll go ahead and talk to Shannon and get that message out. It's gonna be great. Yeah, just hold on. You're next, Tony. You're after Animals Health. So you're up second. Then Shivonia, then Jessica, then Christy, then Chloe, or Steve if they want a reading. And then who else did I see? I saw Gazelle and David and Saruchi. Hi, Saruchi. Good to see you here. So, all right, I got everybody checked in. If you didn't hear your name, slap me now, because I'm going to start shuffling Oracle deck to see if we can get a message through from Spirit for your animal's health. For your animal's health. 444. Oh, stepped on something. A soft part of the arch. Yikes. Yowza. Yowza, yowza. Cinnamon dowza. Trying to think. Trying to not think. Hi, Braveheart. Yeah, you can. Just give me a minute. We're gonna get Shadow up. Where's Shadow? We're gonna get how about a Chloe and Steve Love reading? You got it. You got it. We're making promises, and I guarantee you my butt is ready for cash. I can cash them. How does that saying go? I botched the saying. All right, Shannon. Let's switch it over for you. See what's going on. Look at the wolf and the moon. A time for reflection. Message from Spirit about the injury is that of reflection. So, yeah, and I think that it's good because the pain you felt or anything of that nature, like the experience itself, and it probably was very painful. Likely it might even still be very painful. They always say, take time with a wounded hand. I think that was a Stone Temple Pilots sang that. So take time with a wounded hand because it likes to heal. Well, yeah, Wolfie's there to remind you that you've got 4 paws, right? Take time with this because the reflection that's required about the incident will be probably to that of kind of a stricter, like a mindfulness type situation. And accidents happen, and I'm not saying that if you were more mindful you could have avoided it, but it's just simply stating like pain is the number one, like it's our number one teacher, our number one reinforcer. So when we reflect on the incident itself or why it happened, maybe you were feeling a little bit rushed. Maybe you did have something on your mind that wasn't either guiding you in the right direction or for the greater good. I mean, that's a possibility. So, all of these things, they might cause you to reflect, inside. And reflection is a good, regardless of the injury. When we ask for a message from Spirit, this is a good card to receive, all in all, because it's time that you can stop. The wolf stopped right there in the middle of the river. And you can look both upstream and downstream now, and you can see the force that's behind you coming downstream from where you've been, from where you've come, and you can stop and you can decide what kind of, do you want to jump into the fast part of the river or you want to just jump into the slow part of the river. It could be a strong time indicating that a change of journey or a change of timeline may as well be at hand with this injury. Like, not saying like it's gonna like totally affect your life, but it could be ominous of that, where it's like, because the foot is about your path and about like where you're walking, where you're going to. So with this card as well, we could see that the message from Spirit could be that of be prepared for your feet might start on a new journey or a big change in journey. but we can't know that. And of course, you're definitely in control always, but it can show up in those senses. We ask for messages on spirit for a broken foot. Ouchie. Okay, Animals Health. I hope that resonated for you. Hope that was all right. And that's okay. And that's all right. Yeah, well, that's okay. All right. We got Braveheart in the room. What was Mel Gibson as Braveheart? Braveheart-esque. Your, what was his name? The character, I can't remember. Braveheart, what was the character's name? I forget. I'm going to write your name down below, Braveheart-esque. Bill S. Preston, Esquire. And Ted Theodore Logan. And hey, Fatima A. Fatima A, welcome. Fatima. I don't know which way. I don't know which way is up or down. That's good. Sense. We specialize in sense. We're the sensei. Oh. All right. Is Prime. Okay. Tony Boboni. Tony Roney. The San Francisco treat. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been playful all day. This is a Tuesday happy place on 99.9. This is a good place you could come and just have fun laughing at the silly reader while you wait for your turn. William Wallace, that's a winner, summer dinner. All right. Yeah. Gazelle, so glad you're here. I knew you might knew that. for the buy and sell. Put it on buy and sell, whoever was asking that question out loud. Eminemini. Welcome, Eminem. Can I call you Eminemini? No. Sure, that's an awesome name. Imanemi. Haha. Imanemi. Je ne parle pas français très bien. It's okay though. I got you, enemy. Enemy. All right, the Bunker Buster's here. That means I gotta get my butt in gear. Here we go. I see Trinity here too. So I got the new people checked in. You have to slap me after the next reading because the next reading is for Shavonia. If Shavonia is still in the ether, in the house. Of course, we're in the house. What's it all about? I don't know. You just kind of stepped into the padded white room ward of the internet where we have a benevolent little tribe that gets together and we try and uplift one another in our ascension journeys, and we use tarot as a bridge. A lot of people come for a tarot reading and they leave with understanding. That's our goal. Iman equals faith. I like it. I like it a lot. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you, Cheryl. Okay, Shavonia, go ahead and post. DEF, you're the most. Shavonia Dobson, everybody, is here. Okay. This is the Bunker Buster theme. It's so good. Oh, Tony, did I skip Tony? Oh my goodness. Hold on, Shavonia. I'm a big jerkophobia. I'm a jerk. What is that? All them jerkers. Can you tell me about my future husband? Sorry, Tony Roxy. You know, I almost slipped one by myself. I throw that speedball by me. Made me look like a fool, boy. Absolutely, Tony. I'm sorry, Shavonia, as well. I apologize to you, Shavonia. My bad. Okay, let's go. Future husband of Tony Roxy. Welcome, Trinity. I see you. Thanks for being new. Thanks for flowing our direction. Tony Roxy's future husband. Talk to me. Whoa. Alright, as crazy as it sounds, as crazy as it ever was. Here we go. Not quite fully farmed yet. Not quite fully there yet by and by. Look at this. A spiritual person. Could definitely be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Okay, with strong fire placements. This would be like a person of earth, fire, balance. I think would suit you well. A lot of discipline with this person, and as well comfortable to live out their dreams with the person of their choosing. I feel like this person will select you. Like it would be like they will show appreciation in you, which will kind of like cause the relationship to be emotionally like in its like to get to it to its nesting phase. So that's really cool. As well, this could be someone that is either studying business or an entrepreneur in business for themselves. Your future husband will have the tendency to be a bit stubborn at times, and maybe unrelenting on certain issue, but you guys will find your balance. But just make sure that in finding your balance as you move forward together, you don't lose touch with the connection itself, because that balance oftentimes can get you playing roles in relationship just to keep the balance. And that's something you're going to have to be aware of with this person, because they themselves like are very transparent, and it's kind of one of those deals where it's like they expect the full transparency from you, just like on all issues, 100%. And Roxy, I think as well, this person could be like, this person could also come from a place where they have accomplished a majority of what they've wanted to already in life, and now anything more is just like frosting on the cake for them. So this is an ideal time for like a connection or a togetherness in your relationship, or when you do meet, it's going to be as if you feel like you're complementary to one another's lives, and it will allow for the more of that balance and that independence. But yeah, Earth sign, they may not, you may decide that it might be somebody that's not overly like tall either. You might decide that you are going to put your heart into a situation or into a man that you didn't expect that you might, and he will be a bit of a surprise to you as well in terms of the initial engagement or upon arrival. So that's something to keep in mind too. It's going to be like one of those things that kind of hits you out of the blue, and then you run away together, right? So yeah, and that's nice, because you guys will have to have time for one another, and time is especially important to this future husband of yours, Tony Roxy. I like it. I think it's like an earth sign with lots of fire planets placements, something of that. It's very easy to see there. The 8 of fire, and an open communicator too. That's one thing with that 8 of fire that's there. That's an open communications. Okay, so that's really good stuff. Okay, thanks, Tony. This is what we're doing on 99.9 is tarot readings. Steve says, bump up Ibanez reading. Did I not see Albanez? Albanez, Cheryl Albanez. Hi, how are you? Guys, please like and subscribe. Donate. Thank you. Thanks for shouting out, Cheryl. And thanks for paying that forward, Steve. That's so generous and kind of you. Oh, thanks, Shannon. That's sweet of you. That's awesome. It always goes a long way around here, because we're taking the long way home. Take the long way home. I'll take the long way home. It was that Breakfast in America, Supertramp. I forget the year. Oops. Better make sure I'm pressing the right buttons before I accidentally shut down the entire stream. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be great. Absolutely. Oh yeah, here's the button now. Hi everybody. It's a struggle for me some days. 100% it is. Words and stuff. Okay, Cheryl, you can go ahead and put your reading up. Or put your question up, because Steve has been so generous to super chat on your behalf. It's very kind. And I appreciate that. Trinity Amandolari. Hi, Trinity. Would love to know if I'm finally on a successful path. You're on a path. Your path won't change from successful to unsuccessful. You'll just choose to make the path you're on successful. So stick to your path. It'll be right. Do what feels good. Own the path. No, it's yours. It's your path. It's your feet. You're there right now, so it's your path, right? So success will become born of how you dance along the path. Whether you decide to walk, run, crawl, jump all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree, however you choose to go down your path, you'll choose to make it a success. Will you be super mindful so you don't step on anything, right? I'm just teasing, Shan. Okay, you guys will just have to wait your turn. I'm just kind of doing things really slowly, and I'm sorry for that. I apologize. Shavonia, it's your turn. I'll try and pick up the pace here a little bit, but not without like losing the fun and all that good stuff. Oh no, Cheryl, calling Cheryl twice, and then Shavonia. Go Cheryl, Shavonia, Jessica, Christy, Chloe and Steve, Gazelle, Sarucci, Braveheart, Fathima A, Anemone, Faith, Trinity, and Cheryl. And Shay. Hi, Shay. Welcome. I'm doing some now. My schedule is really booked this summer, so I can't take on any more personal readings, private readings. My schedule is just too hammered down. We're not 104.2 The Bear. Now we're 99.9. Feeling fine, good vibes all of the time. That's what we do. The Nile FM from the Nile River. Is that guy from the Nile River? It might be me. I might just be bumping around, jumping from meat suit all nimbly bimbly like a cat. I love that scene. Okay. Albanese. It's good stuff. Yeah, her and Shavonia. That's okay. We get around to everybody already. I'll give Shavonia a star because Shavonia is here quite a bit. So that's all good. She'll totally understand. So Shavonia gets a big old star. And Jessica, J. Careta. Oh no. Yeah, Jay Careta will be next. If she comes back, Steve, I'll bump it up. The cat on a hot tin Pop-Tart. Cat on a Pop-Tart cat. Pop-Tart cape. Oh, Mr. Kitty. Should we bring him back for a minute? Let's do it. It was just because nobody tells us we can't. Okay, that's enough of that. It makes me laugh. Shavonia says, love reading, please. Just a reading like that I put my love into, or would you like a reading about future romance? That's a toughie. That's okay. I'll just pull you a couple cards, Shavonia, today and give you a message because I love you. How about that? Okay? Will that be okay? I hope you don't mind. All right. It's Shavonia, then Jessica, then Christy. Let's see. Where should we go? Let's go to the. Oh, let's go here. No, not there. Let's go here. Just for you, Shavonia. Let your love shine bright like a diamond. bright like a diamond, Shavonia. All right. You got some pretty major cards there. Number 2, the Maiden. That's the equivalent of the High Priestess. Some things about your love and the things that you love and that, like the golden egg that you cherish, what you love. Sometimes you're not meant to know it until you know that part about love within yourself, right? This goes back to like self-love for you, because I really appreciate that you've decided to swim with us and flow our way. And so when I see these cards and reading them out of love for you, I just want to let you know that there's times where the revelation and the uncovering of new feelings or deeper feelings or feelings that shine even brighter than old feelings, or maybe it's even a reflective thing about looking back on the way you have felt about the memories that you have created, that at the time they were created, they were done with the intention of love, that you did them out of love. These should all be like very important and highly thought of by you, and not in just in your meditations, but when you're looking to the future for love, look to the past for the shining golden egg, those that loved you, those that brought you into being, and those memories that you've created, and you take out the bad stuff, and then you get out your magic mirror of rebirth, and you start to shine that magic mirror, and you say, I have creative control of my life. So when it comes to having creative control of my life, love is a powerful thing, but you at least can creatively start to shine the light of love in the directions where you want to go and towards the people that you want to be with. And then in time, you go down the path, just like the maiden would just go down the path there and come to the opening. And then it will be fulfillment, dreams, desires, yummy things, tasty things that we could look at forever and a day if we had the chance. So that's all really good stuff. But these cards and the message of love from tarot is saying, remember that your love of self reveals the creative control that you have to harness the power of love. And in this process, you will find your happiness. All right? So that's good cards to have, 100%. Okay? Shavoni, I appreciate the question. Once again, I'll just show you these. It was the maiden, and then you had the number 13, which is the equivalent to the death card, the Scorpio. Okay, so I don't know if someone or if Scorpio means anything to you as well. And also, this is about the unseen. This is about the hidden. Where is the attention being directed? Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. Okay, my mind goes to a terribly dirty place when I hear that song, and I don't know why. Hi, D Lovely, welcome. Good to see you here. Jeremiah, welcome. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. Lash boss. It's not even just the assistant manager, it's the damn boss. Welcome, boss. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back in. And D Lovely, I got your name written down, D. Better make sure not to forget. There's like quite a few stars for you, D Lovely. We got to catch up soon. All right. What's going on? Oh, yeah, the list. Jay Careta, a.k.a. Jessica. Hi, Skarka. Welcome. Good to see you. We bouncing. We're hamming up. Yeah, we're hamming up. We're hamming up our radios. We're painting our lashes on. We're getting ready for a couples reading. Steve and Chloe are watching from home, and we'll be saying hi to them in a love reading live for the couple, for the lovely couple, for that what is it? Oh, I have Paula Abdul on the tip of my tongue. It's like, I take one step forward, you take two steps back. We come together 'cause opposites attract. That's right, it's a Scorpio and a Taurus. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with all that goo up in your boo? See, that's terrible. That's horrible. We got to keep it on a semi-realistic level, or the entendres will begin to quadruple. All right. Jay Careta says, may I have a love reading, please? I wanted to know if new love is coming towards me or anything left undone from the past. Okay, that's a lot, right? There's a lot going on right there, Jessica. I appreciate you. I'll see what I can do to keep things moving. I'll do one card for new love coming towards you and one about tidying up stuff from the past, and we'll see what we can get. For those of you just joining us, today we're teaching turtles how to fly. No, I'm just kidding, but some turtles know how. They got the know-how. They can fly, and they're big. We're using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. This is an 81 card tarot deck. And it's based in the elements, the fire, the earth, the air, the water. So it's good. Alright. That's okay, Jake Rada. There's just a lot going on there. That's okay. Some people got a lot going on. I'm definitely not one of them. You know? Alright. Jake Rada. New love. What can you tell me about new love for Jake Rada? Jessica. It's Jessica. This is a new deck, so it's like it doesn't. Ooh, new love. That's kind of nice. We'll give you the beach scene. Should we take you to the beach? Yeah, let's take you to the beach, Jessica. Oh, wow, you get a third card. You're lucky. I was gonna do one for new love. Yeah. Look at that. The Earth Dragon comes and speaks of past conflict, say no more, real time, rough go for Jessica. There could be like a fully letting go. There may be like a full, like you just like absolutely releasing something. For right now, your love energies, you've got the Mother card. So this is about nurture. Either like taking care of someone or taking care of yourself. For the time being as well. With the Mother card there, it's also a time for you to bring about or instigate yourself into your future. It's about manifestation. It is about making love, creating love. All right. So when it comes to love coming your way or new love, I feel that it's still like in its creation phase. Okay, and the Earth Dragon comes up and is like, roar. You had a fight with someone, okay? And what were you doing there? Did you have the upper hand? Did you give him a 1-2 uppercut punch? You may have. You may not have. You might have been on the receiving end, and I'll give you big hugs for that always. But it is almost as if from some level of pain from a conflict in the past, you started a new thought train, a new idea. You like planted a seed. That you were going to abide by. I think you did it consciously. I don't think you did it like subconsciously. I think you did it consciously, and it started out as a seed, but you might have moved on from it. You might have almost forgot that you planted the seed. So when you're asking about things from the past, it's like I see you having fully let go of a really like tight struggle, a conflicting situation from your past that might have affected you greatly. And when you came out of it, you planted a seed, and that seed began to grow. Okay, but you almost forgot that you planted it, and you return back to it one day, and it's going to be a big old bush, and you're going to be like, all right, I set an intention long ago. And I feel as though you know what I'm speaking about, and you access those thoughts and your feelings when they serve you, and it's good. But it's almost as if the blessing always brings up the idea of what got you to the blessing or the pain behind it. Don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You can let go of it, but in your remembrance of it, you can be assured in your conviction of faith for that which you have suffered, for that's when the times were hard, that you were able to even come up with that mustard seed, that muster up enough muster to plant that seed of a good new intention, or it was some kind of like value or something you swore by, or that you live by, and that you probably even love by. But the new love coming in is about this creation thing. So as you're creating as a co-conscious creator, and as you're working your best to like manifest new love into your life, remember this seed. Remember this, and don't try and push it away. Don't, and for whatever it was worth, forever it was, it can go back and use one final burn some sage down the hallway, I forgive you type stuff. But you could go there, you could do it, and it would probably clean up whatever this 5 of fire energy was all about deep within the past. And you don't have to worry about the seed anymore. It grew on its own, which it does when you're in doing your manifestation properly. you just kind of drop it for a while, and then you return to it, and you're like, wow, what a blessing this has become in my life. And you can use that and be in that energy, and that will help you create the ideal love. Heck, it might even create the environment. The energy would be strong enough to create the environment for you to bump into this person, or for you to meet this person. But your loving energy is in a nurturing phase right now, so I don't know how much that applies to you. You seem quite content, quite happy, and optimistic, which I really like, and I always appreciate your energy around, Jessica, so that's really cool. All right. Whoa, is the chat room a bumping? Don't come rumping if the chat room's a bumping. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, we're back. Hi, everybody. Hi, all the new people that came in. Thanks, it's good to see you. Thanks for lighting up the chat room and having some fun with us today. It's 99.9, the Happy World Tuesday. I don't know why world. It's just a happy Tuesday. It's your sacral chakra. It's creative energy. We like it, and it's jamming. Okay. Hey, RH and KC526. Thanks for donating. Thank you. I appreciate that. KC526 will be next. And then RH. Thanks, RH. Appreciate that. And then after that, we have Christy. Then we've got the couples reading for Chloe and Steve. Then we got, well, actually, we can fit Chloe and Steve in. Chloe, we'll go Casey, and then we'll do the couples reading for Chloe and Steve. We got a double time over there. There's two people spending time with us at one computer. Isn't that romantic? Yeah, totally. We just keep it rolling. And then Gazelle, Saruchi, Braveheart, Fatima, Eminemi, Faith, Trinity, Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, the Lash Boss, D Lovely, Scarica, Valentina, you missed your turn. Okay, I'm giving you a VIP pass. We'll do some go-backsies if we can. All right? You were first, but you left. Like, I was trying to read for you, but you were gone. It was out of control. I see Winter and Riddy. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, Riddy. And Winter. Okay, and if I haven't said your name, I'm pretty sure I said all the ones I seen. Then so be it. So it's gonna go like this: KC526, Chloe and Steve, and then RH. Okay, so thanks. It's 99.9. Thank you guys. Whose turn is it not? That's right, you're always next. It's never my turn, and we totally understand that. If you have to go and pet your puppy or go run around the block, put some clothes on, put some pants on, you should definitely do that. And then come back in a little while after your tea is ready. Okay, KC526. Thanks for the $9.99. Really appreciate you. Thanks, KC. Wonderful. Was he serious about moving forward? Okay, that's like a yes or no. Let's have a look. We'll go into the innate 78. Don't worry, Valentina. Is he serious? Is Casey's man serious about moving forward? Is Casey's man? Whoa, that's too many cards, Tarot. They're all over the map. Maybe they don't want you to know. They don't want to know. But they have to. I just have to learn to work it. I like the way you work, kid. No diggity. I gotta shuffle them up. Yalitza. Welcome, Yalitza. Good to see you. Is Casey's man serious about moving forward? Four of Cups, reversed. Don't worry, I'll move it over for you to the big one. The Prince of Wands reversed. So he really does take his time. This is a person beats around the bush. This person bumbles about, really. I don't see a lot of stability going on for some reason here, and I don't know why that is. It's almost as if this guy really flows with the energies of the day. And maybe he has a tough time being serious about stuff like this, or just most things in general. Like, I have trouble staying serious, but I mean, this is about, like, serious about commitment and romance and moving forward, moving on, moving away. This person doesn't know what he wants. So, in answer to your question, KC, I get a no from this Four of Cups reversed and this Prince of Wands reversed because the energy is too bouncy. It's too unstable. It's very much up in the air and very much aloof. And with it being the Prince of Wands, it might reversed even so. It might be a case of like words not matching actions. And that's kind of like how you're defining it or deliberating it, you know. He's certain, I feel, about the one that he wants. He sees it. It's in vision for him. But about like doing the right things to actually have it in his life, whether that's you or the other, doesn't matter, to what he wants most and having it stay altruistic for him in his life, these are like things that are still completely up in the air for this person. So with that, that's a no for me, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to ask for another card here from an oracle, because, you know, these cards indicate to me that the emotions may not even really be like overly mature. You know what I mean? Like the depth. I'm not like slaying on this person's depth of character. Like it doesn't make them a bad person or there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying like the energy is really aloof. I don't know if this person may just be like an Aquarius, or they may just be like someone that doesn't really stay too mindful on the big picture all the time. They seem to get like, wow, and it came up again. This is the card of reflection. So my answer is no. He's going to need to look to the past before he can become certain for himself and then be at a point where he's ready to be serious. Okay? This is about stopping and taking a pause right now. And the intention might be there. But if the intention is there without the attention, very rarely, and the actual act of doing, KC, then it's very rare we see it play out in front of us in our environments or in our life where they come around. And as far as getting serious, being regimented, being like serious is a serious word. Serious is as serious does, Forrest Gump would say, right? It means, okay, well, what are you going to do? What is your plan? What is your process? And when can we expect to see that happen? That's seriousness, okay? In all seriousness, right? And if this is something about an emotional thing, which I feel like it is with the Four of Cups being there, the seriousness is, when this person thinks about it, it can be overwhelming. It's almost as if the intention's there to get serious, but he more wants to like float on the breeze or go with the flow or let it get there naturally. And in knowing this, that might not be a bad thing at all. That might not be a terrible thing when it comes to getting serious. It depends on, you know, this person's relationship to you and what you would like, you know, what you're trying to manifest and how it works out in terms of your agreement and everything. It's really tricky to get all the pieces of the puzzle in, you know, in a very quick fashion. These things can take, you know, time, sometimes months, sometimes years. And with this person in your life, KC, that might be the kind of karmic timeline where it's on, where you're in and you're kind of curating around one another and coming into close contact and then to separate again, almost like a little kid playing with a rubber band. It's kind of got that feeling. Okay? Thank you so much for being on the program. Thank you for the tribute. I appreciate that. All right. Steve and Chloe. Thanks for subbing, Atina. I'll put you on the list. Am I saying that right? Atena? And Tia. Yeah, I'll put you on the list. All right. But right now it's time for the couples reading. The love couple, Scorpio Taurus. It's a Scorpio. It's an opposition love fest. Absolutely. And thanks for subscribing, Antennae, and good old mountain Rock Top, Tennessee. My moderators don't do that. They won't be running lists. I have the list, but I got you on it, Antina. And the list is like this: Chloe and Steve, and then RH, and then it goes Christy, Gazelle, Sarucci, Braveheart, Fatima, Eminemi, Trinity, Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, Lashboss, D. Lovely, Scarica, Riddy, Winter, and Antenna BH. You're most welcome. Thank you for joining us here, 99.9, your happy place on a Tuesday. Because where else do you want to be? Get in touch, get in tune with your sacral chakras, because it's Tuesday. Nothing more than Tuesday. Does somebody say Gone with the Wind? Are you even allowed to say Gone with the Wind anymore? All right, we're going to do a love reading now for Steve. Are you ready, Steve? You got, can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? Okay, it's getting a little bit unchained, a little bit silly around here. That's okay. We've dealt with this problem before. It's a technical issue. We should be up and running here shortly. Steve and Chloe sitting in a tree watching legend be silly. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, this old tarot reader came rolling home. Alright. He played knick-knack on my thumb? Like, who are you kidding? Nobody knows how to play knick-knack on your thumb. It's 2021, dum-dum. It's not going to be about knick-knack on your thumb. But, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Alright. Some love cards. I got the wrong deck in my hand. When I get the wrong deck in my hand, I know I'm in trouble. I was just sitting there in front of my computer and I had the wrong deck in my hand. Oh, there's a problem. There's a problem. Oh, Yalitza. That's right. How could I forget a name like Yalitza? Yalitza. That'd be like rolling 5 6s. Yalitza. Maybe it's Yahtzee in a different language. You don't know. It might be. I got a small straight. It's okay. What do you got? What do you got that I don't got? Just keeping with the Supertramp theme. Okay, give me some love cards, please, for Chloe and Steve. Scorpio, Sun, Taurus, Moon. Yeah. Oh, very nice. Let's get you guys over here to Turtle Mountain. Take us to Turtle Mountain. Moose Mountain. You guys need to go to the mountain. Did you hear me, Chloe? Take him to a mountain or make him drive. Go to a mountain. Mountain of love, mountain of love. You should be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love. This is about the inner and outer. I like this. It's maybe your belly buttons fit together. I don't know. It's awesome. It's amazing energy. But like one of you is the outie and the other is the innie, and you complement. See the circle, the vibrant, flashy circle? And then you see the one that's like the basket or the hoop for the circle to go into. It's very nice. It has this where it's like one of you is the flaky pie crust and the other one is the amazing filling of the pie. You make the perfect pie. Okay, this is PG-13. Shan, get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, we have the reverse card here, and I see this like just from the knowingness. It's like if you guys are in a place where even if when you're apart, like when you're away from each other, if you know within your mind, or if you honestly think that there will never be anything to worry about ever again, I mean, stop diluting yourself. No, I'm just kidding. But it really is the truth. When it comes to your love, when it comes to like having to worry, when you go through the process, if you're apart, like maybe you spend the day apart or somebody goes out of town for the weekend, or hell, one of you might just be shopping for fresh baked pies at rallies or whatever's going on, you are in a place where it's like there's this need not to worry, this knowingness of I don't have to worry ever again. And you guys will share that, and that's what's going to keep this thing beating on. The beat goes on, the Sonny and Cher, right? It's good. You will have you will not have to worry about the Reaper, the Dragon, none of that stuff. It's very nice because the wealth of lifetimes of experience are here as well. And this could be like why you've decided to commit to this on this level, this earthly plane right now. But there's overtones being here of like cosmic levels of commitment, being the black to their white, the night to their day, sharing your binary stars for a while as you hurl through outer space. But it's really good. And I don't mean like hurl as in hurl. Like, I mean, you're mobbing, you're moving through very fast. Like, I think, Chloe, it's very nice when I see like your crown chakra energy reminds me of this rainbow, this sense of like world peace, I think, that you carry with you. And it aligns with Steve's expressions of understanding very well because you excite each other through conversation. And that's how you trust, you never have to worry about the fit, whether a round peg is going to go into a round hole. It always does. Or whether a square peg goes into a square hole. It just always does. However you've aligned it, however your conversation has enlightened both of you, or as you enlighten one another, it's just always reaffirming how well and kind of the meaning behind it. So it creates this cosmic zone as you move forward. You do so with that never needing to worry, that complete confidence and trust in the divine protection of the other person, and divine timing between the two of you. It may skip like a stone every once in a while, or not like a stone, skip like a record every once in a while. You just be like, okay, oh whoops, like today was it was a Tuesday, typically not the greatest of days, but that's okay, right? Because that overwhelming sense where it's like, I don't have to worry because I already know that there is no bottom. I already know that, what is it? Love lift us up where we belong. And that's where you do belong. But something about going up too. This might be one that you want to take up to the sky via getting up the mountain. Okay. Chloe, make him take you there because there's something special as high as up as you can go. Okay, even if you got to rent some scooter bikes to get up there. I don't expect you to hike. I get in those moods too. People are like, you want to go hiking? I'm like, hell no. I am so tired from work. It's the last thing I want to do. But get out and get up. Okay, just when you thought it wasn't safe to get outside, all of a sudden you can do it. Okay, that would be what I have for you. But it's very nice there, because you guys got that opposition thing going on. And the balance, look at it, is coming in the form of like an air sign, right? And it's Tesla. It's a 669. Okay, keep your minds out of the gutter. It's the 369 energy. Manifest, do, okay, change. Manifest, do, change. Okay, and what you're manifesting might change, but I'm saying it like do it in a sequence. Co-create, do it, and then go through another change, or change it if you want. It's very nice stuff. Right. Yeah. Been buzzing through the galaxy. Okay, thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that. RH had left a tribute donation for a reading. We'll be moving on to RH now. And we want to know if the letter H is looking for a relationship with letter K. H to the relationship K, homeboy. H to the relationship K. All right, RH, I'll get serious in a minute. We'll find out a yes or no to that. See if they are looking for a relationship. All right, H to the... Who writes this stuff? H to the relationship K, homeboy? Okay. Mr. Mackey. Yelitsa. Good stuff. Hi, Sophia. Good to see you. Sophia, just let me write your name down. Hopefully we can get to as many people as we get to. It's just the way it goes. It's a breath of fresh air. Oh, your binary stars. The binary stars. The stars that shine, the stars that bind, the stars that make you look so fine. Are we already out of wine? It doesn't matter. Just stay tuned. It's 99.9. I just made that up. It was a poem, and, that's okay. It's the little things in life. And I think to myself, I can do it. And then I did it. And then it's done. Right? All right. Does H want a relationship with K? Does H want a relationship with K? What do we got here? Integrity with Journey. This would be a yes for me. RH. Let me just take this over for you. Ooh. This card's racy. Sorry, explicit content. Just cover her up there. We don't cover the lady. But this is a yes card for me. This is about integrity and journey. It seems like this person's got their sights locked on that other person. Look at that jaguar just looking over there and the perception of the owl. Somebody is like got their sights locked and they're ready for the hunt. They're ready to pursue. They're ready to like lay it all open. But I don't know. I see the K person being like somewhat indifferent or confused about the whole thing. They might be confused about themselves. But as far as H goes, I think H is willing to put it all out there, to go all on the line, okay? So this is about integrity and journey as well. So there are probably some larger overarching messages or overarching reasons behind the karma of the timeline of like wanting this relationship and whether or not this relationship will ever happen. It's kind of undecided yet. I feel as though like H has presented or made it known to K that they're interested, but K seems to be like divided on the issue. And you can let me know if that's wrong, but that's just what I'm picking up on these cards. It's almost as if they might have like tried it. They went for a little sniff or a little taste, and then they were like, oh, I don't know about this. This might be, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, because the morning after, one tin soldier, sometimes he doesn't ride away. Sometimes he's trapped there forever because they did the wild thing. Okay? All right, I hope that answers your question. Okay. That's a yes for me. Just to confirm that for you. That's a yes for me. All right. Or if I will come to ruin. Oh, Carlos. Oh, Carlos. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Alright. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Christy. We had someone new by the name of Christy. I feel so bad because, like, some people are here for their very first time and they're like, what the hell is happening? What did I just walk into? Why is this guy so full of, like, glee and weirdness? And I'm here to tell you it's because of a little product known as Thank You Water, okay? When you want to bring things and manifest things into your life, one thing that you should train yourself to do when you're learning how to do that is live in appreciation. You can be appreciative of so many things on a daily level that don't require that much of you. Oxygen, fire, and guess what? Water. So the next time you get thirsty and you want the relief and total quenching satisfaction of a cool natural beverage, try some Thank You Water. And when you drink it, think thank you. And then you will be reminded that it's a moment of appreciation. You chalk up all those moments of living in appreciation to all of those dreams and desires that you're about to make true as you continue on your journey. Okay. Oh, that's good stuff. It's always 11:11 around. It's always around here. I just get tired of saying 11:11, so I just go. All right. Christy, second call. Oh, there's Christy. There you are. There. I'm patient and listening and grateful, and I'm so thankful for viewers like you. We would like to dedicate this next song to viewers like Christy. Christy Colilias. Come, Colilias. You come and go. You come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Please post your dreams. Red, gold, and green. Go ahead and post your question, Christy, before I Boy George my way on out of stuff to talk about. I don't know who writes it. It just comes. Okay. Oh, you know that we should, let's do something for Shannon. Oh no, here we go. For Shannon. Here it comes. Are you ready? Mind numbing. Alright. I sing the same way. Okay, that's good. Christy, thanks for joining us today. You're a new caller, first-time caller, long-time listener, first-time caller. We'll go ahead. Love to hear from you. If you got a question you would like to post, a wedding song you would like to toast, maybe a different comedian or a politician that you would like to roast. It's my show, but I would let you host. Somebody's really got the La-Las on. This song must be called La La by the La-Las. It's good stuff, though. We'll just let it play. The music's got a mind of its own. I'm in the studio on my own today. We got no technical. It's just me and Kitty. There he goes. That's my Kitty. All right, go ahead and post your question, please, Christy. All right, we sing it the same way. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye. What do you mean the batteries running low? Okay. When will we finally get to talk in person? I had a feeling it was going to be today. Maybe you're right, and it will be tomorrow, 7:15. It's 9 p.m. He lives in the neighborhood. Oh, did I read for you on this already? Okay. Sorry, Christy, if I didn't recall it. I drop a lot of the readings. As soon as they're done, they fall off the side of my face like a stroke. They're just like, and they're gone. Okay? That's a terrible analogy. That's a horrible analogy. So if I read for you and I said it would be tomorrow, this guy in the neighborhood, you haven't seen this person? Because I won't read for that same question within a short amount of time. Because when did I read for you on this? I have a feeling like it's fresh. I'll go over here and grab this tarot deck. Why don't we see what he's doing? Then you can go talk to him. See what he's doing, then you can go talk to him. Oh, okay. And I said you'd have to wait till tomorrow. Oh, okay, that's just you. Okay, right on. Sorry, I was in a moment. Okay, that makes sense now. I thought it was from like days ago. They wake up with stars or birds around their head. They make that sound. It's good times, good stuff. Okay. When will we finally talk in person? When will Christy finally talk to the person that you... When will Christy finally talk to the person? Six of Cups. We got a 5 or a 6 going on here. Lives in the neighborhood. Isn't it funny? Like, you could, like, potentially be out walking your dog, strolling by this person's house. That's how I see it. This is like an outdoor meeting. This is something where you stop and meet and talk for a while. So, and as far as a number, that remains to be seen. But yeah, 15th, 16th. We got 5 and a 6. I almost want to say that you'll have to wait. I got that feeling. But with the timeline being with his tomorrow is like, this might be 15 or 16. Okay? It has been a long Tuesday. You're absolutely right. Okay? So yeah, I got the, like, or possibly the next day. 5, 6, 15, 16. You can do it. Okay? So the Hierophant card there is like, this is nice. This person, you got to kind of catch them in their routine, in their activity too. It's not like he's famous like the Pope or anything, but, you know, he does what he does. His day is given, and he takes his day and does with his day what he wants. So it's almost as if like bumping into one another or walking up and saying hi in an outdoor setting is where I have this. Okay? Every few months, because you're both nervous. That's okay. Why don't you do something funny and romantic if you're both nervous? Why don't you go leave a Valentine in his mailbox? Just do it. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. Is dumb. Valentine's Day is dumb. Valentine's Day should be every day. You could do something like that. You could get creative, and it wouldn't be like necessarily creepy, just because like you're young and you're expressing your feelings, so nobody's gonna judge you. Don't worry about that. And the nerves, like, it's so funny. It's so classic when people get those butterflies. The Six of Cups is a very positive card about love and about like a gift or sharing. I would almost recommend like doing something cute and fun. Like, what about like sidewalk art? Just go down the block a little ways and do some sidewalk art. And then maybe like the time you spend there, this person will walk by. Like while you're doing the sidewalk art, this person might walk by. Or also you could manifest this in a way where it's like you could just like hopefully like when you see him, or if you know around where he's at, you could like, I don't know, you could leave him a little message. You could do all kinds of things. Just apart. We're on the same page. Yeah, it's kind of neat. And I don't want to tell you to just go about loitering, but you know, the more you get into the enjoyment of the day and spending time actually just being, just existing, out for a walk, taking your time running errands and not feeling stressed for time, the more that opens up to that potential to more run-in meetings. But the next time you see this person, Christy, get on it, jump on it, get on it, jump on it. Like, literally get on it. Like, stop, be the one, be the butterfly, be the butterfly, okay? Be the one, because it's 2021. It's okay to be the one that breaks the ice, that bridges the gap. Ladies make great firefighters and ice climbers and anything in 2021. So break the ice, smash it in, be that social butterfly. Don't let it go if it's something that you know, okay? There's a mask. Oh yeah, the masks are killing everything. People are just dropping from pleurisy because of the masks. Okay, that has nothing to do with you, Christy, okay? But lots of love. Thanks for coming in today. That's a Six of Cups and a Hierophant. That's a good card. You could have something special with this guy if you just get her off on the right foot, okay? And you'll do it. I'm pretty sure that you will. I know tomorrow's a tall promise, and I don't pour a drink that I can't finish. So that's a tough one for me. But these cards are letting me know 15, 16. And you kind of had a strong intuitive feeling that it might be like today before the day is over. But it might not be for a few days, a couple days. Yeah, fingers crossed for sure. Be well, Christy. Be most excellent. Thanks for coming in, Christy. And then Gazelle from Gazelle Daily's Tarot. If you guys haven't heard of Gazelle Daily Tarot, I encourage anybody that's new here to wander on over to Gazelle Daily Tarot. She'll post some beautiful daily readings for you to hear. I'll write her name in the chat, so in case she's not here. And then after that would be Saruchi, but I'm not so confident that Saruchi's going to come. I'll update the entire list here, because this is the point of the program where a lot of people drop out. So if you're patient, you stick with it, that's how you get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. So it's going to go like that. Gazelle, Saruchi, Braveheart, Fatima A, Emanemone, Trinity, Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, The Lash Boss Empire, D Lovely, Scarika, Riddy Winter, Antia BH. Whoa, what's going on? Please try not to spam the chat, okay? Holy moly, pudding and pie. Oh, that was just all your ones from before. Okay, I get it. I got it. I know it's good. Oh, Liquid died from the oncologist. I had a lot of surgery, so there is hope. I'm feeling unlovable and isolated. Please ask Spirit to spare me the loneliness and the message. Okay. We'll just take a moment for empathy. Gazelle. Because we want you to continue. We know that you're going to continue, but we want you to continue here with us. So that's the main thing. Okay. But a message from Spirit in regards to the loneliness and the message. All right, we're going to dip back into that light workers for you, Gazelle. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for being here. Everybody, that's how it's typed in. Right there, you see Gazelle Daily Tarot. Check it out. Go over. Send a like, a subscribe, a heartwarming message to help Gazelle on our way to get through all the things that you and I take for granted, like food. 100%. Just 1 second, Gazelle. Oh yeah, we're getting a side aura, side color auras. Yeah, that's a good idea, Scarika. Well, thanks, Christina. I appreciate that. I'll write your name down. Hopefully we can get to as many people today as possible. Thank you so much for subscribing. Aries, you're an Aries? Aries don't usually flow our way, but I'm very honored and privileged that an Aries would flow our way. They're few and far between, but that's okay. We welcome one and all. No zodiacal discrimination allowed. We're looking for a message from Spirit, please. Spirit, please give us a message to help Gazelle through loneliness. You know, you see it everywhere. You have it every day. Hi-ho the Dario. The water's on its way. The water's on its way. The water's on its way. 23. The initiation by water. All right. So, God within, you understand. Things on the outside, what can really reassure you and hold you close if you're dealing with like this severe isolations. And this is the water. Not even so much like just in drinking it, Gazelle, but in feeling it. So this, and I mean, this goes into like bath time, shower time, how ritual, how amazing you can make this, okay? And this card reads like this, Gazelle. And you know this. It's amazing how resonant it is. But it says, your spiritual path this lifetime involves you becoming a clear channel for spirit. You are meant to communicate with higher guidance from the loving spiritual worlds. Your initiation by water will further open your receiving channels, dislodge lower vibrational materials, and sensitize you to the subtle realms of light. You are being opened to a world of which you may have only dreamed, such as its beauty, grace, and love. It's like for here, the isolation, like the cross we all bear with our meat suits and our bodies and our human lives. We're here for this lesson, and we're all here to participate in the remembrance of our eternal selves. So with you, as you move into these higher frequencies and these, I would call them less than subtle realms of light. Sometimes they're very powerful. It's about, I believe some of it is like emotional reaction to what's going on. Your spirit is confident. Spirit says like, you are fine. You are like, you're in party town. You have accepted this role of a clear and open healing channel of spirit. But the emotions may not feel in control, and they may be very hard to deal with. And for that, I want to give you a big hug, and I want to let you know that you're strong, right? It's like you're a sailor out at sea, and you're kind of getting tossed about in the emotional arena. But no matter how you decide to release, to sing, to scream, to do whatever you like, sometimes you have to channel even the really fierce waves so that, you know, you become completely washed over in this initiation of water by spirit. And it's about really opening up. And I can't even begin to imagine what you must be going through in the 3D corporeal sense, in your dust body, your earth body. But your eternal person, the real you, is very aware, is very happy, and it's almost as if it's likening the company of the higher realms, because what's going on down here is it's out of hand. It's ridiculous. And at this time, when we're all bearing our crosses towards the finish line, we do it in a position of like learning and in knowing that eventually we just set that down and we become light and liberated and free. And so now for you, the initiation by water and the flowing water is like one of these forthcoming realms, subtle realms of light that this card talks about. So when the water is running, when the faucet is on, when you're filling the tub, or when the shower is coming down, really take your moments of stillness here, collect them for your strength, collect them for your appreciation of your journey, and to a degree for the fact that you realize that the amount of suffering and depletion that you've sensed in a 3D world is having the mirrored effect for spirit. Your cup is being filled. Your heavenly realms, your heavenly bodies are being like filled up like water, like liquid and crystal clear. And it's just about a freedom of essence, a freedom of flowing. But let not your heart be troubled. Let not the emotions, let your thinking become out of control about the entire situation. It's almost as if you will become the silent witness to your corporeal self, to that part of you that, endures, that, used to be able to enjoy, a lasagna or whatever it might be, and things like this. Become a silent witness to it. See its resilience. See its endearing passion to hold on to the real you, that beautiful, eternal, healing channel of spirit that you are, Gazelle. And as you silently witness that, you'll realize you love yourself more than anybody else in this world ever could. And you realize that you need not ever worry about returning to a heavenly space of spirit that is safe, because, you find yourself there. Okay? All right. Gazelle, that's initiation by water. Card 23 from the Lightworker Oracle. Some of that was read. Some of that was off script for you and for us and for this connection. Okay? A big old drink of water and a big hug. That's the initiation of water for our friend Gazelle Daily Tarot. Everybody head on over. Share some support, some comments, some likes over there. If Gazelle comes back with a report and says, hey, guess what? Sutan and Jeremiah and Cheryl and Shay all came over and said hello on my channel. Winner. I'll hook you up. That's how we do it. Free is the name of the game. That's how we want to live. That's how we want to be. Okay? For those of you curious, that card came from a little oracle deck called the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It's got some really ballin' cards and messages and images. It's really good stuff. Okay. To the beach. Everybody, let's go to the beach. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Come on. Let's go do the hop. You got me rocking and a rollin', rocking and a swinging, bobberan, bob, bob, bop, bobberan. I went to the dance looking for romance. Thank you, dearly. Thank you, Gazelle. We appreciate you for so much that you give to the community. And a fellow Kanaka buck. That's right, with the family down the street. All right. Ruchi, ya, ya, ya. Ruchi, yee, 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 Saruchi. Looking to speak with Saruchi. Then the list goes like this. Braveheart, Fatima, Anemone, Trinity, Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, Lash Boss, the one, the only, the D Lovely, That magical lady that bounces around, she just keeps bouncing around the room. Scarika, riddy, riddy diddy, bobiddy, bonanamana, momiddy. Look at my kitty. Look at look at my kitty. I'll here. Riddy, riddy, bobiddy, bonanamana, momiddy. Then winter. Winter has come. Antia, BH, Yalitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, and Newton. It's good side. I'm just grooving, doing a neutron dance. And the neutron dance. Newton Yadev. Can you dance with a neutron? Maybe an electron. Electrons bounce. Neutrons, I don't know if you could dance with one. Got you, Newton. Isaac, Sir Isaac. Newton. Under the palm trees. Okay, second boarding call for Saruchi. I have a feeling she dipped. When I put my hand up on your hip. When you dip, we dip, I dip. I put my hand up in your hip. And I put my hand up on your hip. Some of you might be hip enough or old enough to remember that little ditty. It's OBS, Scarika. It's like a broadcast software. It's free. It's free. Thank goodness for free. That's why we keep passing the free along. The art in the tarot deck and in the gifts are not mine, though. I don't even know how to source them properly. I'm just going to go through the list. I have a feeling this is the time of the show where a lot of people came in, signed up, and it takes forever, so they dip. So when I hand up on my hip, when I dip, you dip, we dip. And the bounce. Speaking of bounce, okay, let's do this. We're on the kitty bounce town. Okay, if you hear your name, you type into the chat. If you hear your name. Braveheart, Fatima, Emanemone, Trinity. Okay. Trinity was new, I think, too. So sad that the new people had to wait so long because they realized what what a klutz I am. All right. Oh, you'll be living the married life. It'll be the same, except you'll be married. It'll be exactly the same, only different. All right. Second call for these people, for whoever they are. Braveheart, William Wallace, Emanemone, Fatima, or Trinity. I'm gonna put my hand up on my hip. No, I'm gonna give all these people stars because they were here and they just couldn't wait it out. They couldn't ride it out, and I totally get that. I understand. Like, your animals are important, children even more so. Okay, sometimes you just get hungry and need a little smackerel of a morsel of something. That was very Winnie the Pooh-esque, but I could use a smackerel from time to time. I usually think of peanut butter when I think of smackerel. Okay, we've got someone here. Braveheart. Welcome, Braveheart. They are the reptilians. Dude, we kick them in the ass. We've already won. They're just stupid. But they're in your brain, so they say. I don't believe it. Push them out. Can I have a general career reading, please? Abso-friggin-lutely. I appreciate that. General. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a financial oracle. Okay, Braveheart? And then we'll take a look at some of the finer aspects of career. Okay? I can't stop that feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you get me thirsty for another cup of wine. I get hooked on a feeling. Hookah shaka. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Braveheart-esque. General career reading. We can do that. Braveheart. Alright. Nasty knot. You got one tied up here. You got some investments tied up. You've got some time tied up. The nasty knot, when it comes to your financial oracle, it just means that security is first and foremost for you right now. But perhaps there is an opportunity in that security, in that safety, in that comfort, as far as like making more out of your entrepreneurial side, your opportunity to create money for yourself. The nasty knot sometimes means we have like our education's tied up and we're unwilling to forego on our training or what we've learned, so that, you know, we can prepare time or make time and space for other ways, other means of like the career being the perpetual way to bring in more safety and security. But for some reason, the feeling I have with you is that the safety and security is kind of like permeating the need to, and the fit for career, whatever that might be, and whichever way that might flow for you. Okay, so that's kind of a tricky place to be in with the nasty knot. It's okay, you can remain there and feel safe and secure. But with this old 47 up here, it's just saying sometimes a risk is definitely worth it. But for you, the feeling I have is not so much right now. You want to stay on something that's sort of tried and true. Maybe it's not your old job or your old way of thinking or something like this. Remain dynamic. I'm not saying not to remain dynamic or change, but it's rely on your strengths, rely on that. And then when you're matching it, when you got the other end, the other piece of the puzzle, where what you're doing is aligned with what you love and brings you satisfaction beyond cash dollars, that's when the knot magically, you pull on both ends and it magically just disappears. It comes out. So this is about an alignment issue for you in your career, I think, with that nasty knot being there. There also may be an opportunity for you to like innovate something in terms of like, I don't know what it might be. It's almost like has a feeling of like an invention to it, like some sort of device, some sort of system, some sort of idea that other people would feel beneficial to have that in their life. Okay, Braveheart. So that's kind of something that you can keep. Oh, Chariot, nice. So reminiscent of Cancer season for here in Aquarius. Yeah, you're really kind of at it's not really a crossroads, but it's like you're trying to decide which dream you really want to follow, because you know about the nasty knot. You know that when you get a certain amount of time and effort and training and everything invested in one particular thing, and then, you know, whether it's the heart or the emotional side and it just doesn't fit any longer, that it's time for a change. So you're at a point, I see here, Braveheart, where you're deciding which dream you really want to follow. And wow, it comes back again. These cards are really saying that you might have to like take a risk and be willing to rely on maybe even other people or other systems around you for an intermittent amount of time. The spinning wheel that goes around when it comes to like fulfillment and career and things like that, you know, you remember whatever we're investing ourselves in, the time is ours. We're selling our time for that which any kind of employer or career provider would give to you. So I would always encourage, never give up this dream of just like getting rich on your own, making time for your thing first and foremost. It's kind of like the little lion at the front. You always keep that, but you're at a point where you have to decide which horse you're going to let dominate. It's almost too much to keep them in balance, like having like 2 jobs or 2 careers, even though I feel, Braveheart, that you're talented enough to do 2 jobs or 2 careers. And it's almost like you're feeling this pinch of like, I really would love to chase this thing down. It's always been my dream. But you feel a little bit uncertain that, I don't know if it's about whether you'd be able to accomplish it, or once you got into it, if it would still keep you happy as just the idea of happening it. So that's why I'm saying, if you're having uncertainty about your career right now, start throwing things around. Start like, pretend it's like ball practice and you're at the plate and you're hitting balls out to all the different players to see, like, you know, you're going to want to throw that resume around. You're going to want to widen out your research base and all this stuff so that you can pick a winner within your own mind. And by pick a winner, what I mean is like, you're gonna deepen a resolve for a dedication towards one particular direction. It's gonna seem risky to you, and it might even seem like counterintuitive to make the choices that you're about to make in regards to career, but your life is about to change. There is major life-changing energy up in your reading. Okay, a 2-card reading, you pulled the 7-10 combo, the 7-10 split, bud. These are like major life-changing energy, and it's fast-moving energy. You could find these changes in regards to your career even before the end of Cancer season and before November, before score, in between the two waters, right? The 7th month and the 10th and the 11th month into October possibly. You'll see a big change in regards to career. It's going to seem counterintuitive to you, but you might even think back to this reading. As long as you have that center focus where your alignment with doing what you love and always keeping the door opportunities to where money can be made for self with no one else's, other than, the stupid taxes we all have to pay. Let that be your center. Let that be your balance for you as you let that one horse run wild and free, unbounded and free. Okay? So that's a message for you. All right. That was for you, Braveheart. I think Fatima was here as well. All right, Braveheart, Fatima, Emanemone, and Trinity. Hi, Benita. Hey, Benita. Glad to meet you. Benita. Benita, are you new here? Is this not a new person? Somebody get the damn kitty cat. Somebody get the kitty cat out of here. You gotta limit the screen time for the cat, because it just take a risk. Yeah, do it. That's what I see. Maybe you're already starting down that road, so it's good. Is Muhammad going to come back to me because he blocked me a few days ago? Okay. Fatima, I don't mean to make light of your situation. Big hugs. Did you guys have a fight? Did you and Muhammad get into it a little bit? Little scrap, little spat, little right? Or have you been pressing all of his wrong buttons? Have you been pressing all his buttons? Beep, beep, beep. He's not a calculator. He's not beep, 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 beep. You gotta don't poke the bear. Don't be tense. Don't be tense. I'm just teasing. I've been in a playful mood. It's Happy Place Tuesday on 99.9. Fatima, let's have a look. You know I can't help it, Benita. I can't help myself. I'm one of those guys. I'll see a beautiful lady 200 yards away, and I'll be like, you carry that baby. I don't know, and then I just drive by. It's not creepy or anything. It's just me being a man. Boom block, ooh, yeah. Blockers are a bummers. You used to push his buttons, and then you didn't speak for 60 days? Row. Rough go. Look at the ladies spewing the advice. That's the they know what cards are coming up. They know what's going on. Yeah. This looks like this one you might have to let her be. Let her be. You got the Hermit card, the 9. Poor Muhammad. Yeah. Let it be. You're destined for the new love. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when it comes to love, Fatima A needs to have some fun. It's time for a new deal. It's time for the new real. It's time for the true feels. It's time for you to make a deal to yourself where you say, I deserve more. I deserve the best. An old friend of the channel used to say that all the time. And you know what? I believed him. I had a little faith. I knew that I didn't want to run back into the past. Maybe that's how you're feeling. It's like, would it be a rush back into the past? Maybe it feels comfortable and secure and safe and warm there. But that goes back to that glass sleeping bag analogy. You're ready for new love. You're ready for big life changes as well. That's number 9, the Hermit. And it's been in collective energy for all the wrong reasons lately. But when you get the Hermit up in your personal reading, it's a good indication that when you look, see how the meteors in the car are going like this direction, but the Hermit's looking this direction? It means that wisdom comes from the past. You got to turn around, look to new opportunity and new love, and that's where your satisfaction is hiding out. A few moons away. It could even be as quick as a moon from now. You could find yourself hugging and squeezing and kissing and loving on another. It's possible. New love is in your cards. Also is the Hermit, the time for change, the need for metamorphosis. Okay, as well. It's time for you to face future. I'm not going to ask you to face forward, but I'm going to ask you to face future and not worry about Muhammad. Like, drop it. Like Dee said, accept the block. You just block right on back. You just forget him, and then once that happens, you'll set new things. But you need this new. Yeah, you need it, but you don't need it. You need it. You can have it, but you don't need it. You want it, but you don't need it. And you kind of need it. But you also need to be without it to remember how much you need it and love it. But there's no going back. You've climbed the cliff's edge. You're not going to jump back off the cliff. Why do that? That's silly. The Hermit would smack you around with that big old lantern. Smack like you get lantern smacked. All right, that's for Fatima. All right, now what? And then this happened. And then what? Okay, we got to just keep an eye on the time. Fatima, pleasure to have you on the program. Thanks so much for being here. All right. Do we see? I thought I saw somebody new pop into the chat room. Vincent Van Gogh. Look at my escargot. All right. No turning back. Yeah, I'm looking back. Okay, so Eminenity. When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you suck them very slowly or crunch them very fast? All right. Trinity, we'll give one last call for Trinity and Eminenity. It would be like swimming in a great big swimming pool filled with M&Ms. All kinds. The peanut ones, the regular ones, the almond ones. You would just be like swimming in a pool of M&M's candy, and you could eat as many as you wanted. And you would be M&Mity. That would be like the best it gets. Speaking of the best, hi Mary Dodge. Mary Dodge flows with us because she knows. Why lay my head to rest when I could come and hang out with the best? Here at 99.9, the good vibes will put you to the test. Okay, I don't know who writes this crap. It's just a bunch of junk they forced me to say. Like, if you guys could only see the person on the other side of the laptop holding the gun, you'd be scared. But don't worry, I'm safe. All right. Okay, I think that's it for that grouping of 4. Okay, this is that. So we're going to go... listen for your name. If you hear your name, like really, really Chicken Louie, then I want you to type into the chat so you can get your reading. I'm looking for Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, or the Lash Boss Empire. Da-da-da! What is it? The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Me is not being so tough. Dun 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 dun. Alaya. I'll write your name down on the list. If you're patient, you may get to ask today. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining us today. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. I do get around to everybody eventually, so if you do got one of them burner questions, you don't have to put it on the back burner, but it might take me a while to get around to you. That's just how we are here. Okay. I'll repeat that list of names. And don't worry, the list might go fast because we're at that point of the show where people just drop out. The other shoe drops, so to speak. Okay, Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, and the Lash Boss Empire. There's a lot of shh in there. Maybe that's because that portion of the room, their table, they already had their dessert and they booked it. They were kind of like, come on, let's book her on out of here. Did you eat yet, Jed? Nope. You on too? Alright, that's cool. Alright, I don't know what goes on here. Third and final boarding call for the party of 4. Cheryl, Shay, Jeremiah, Lash Boss. Your No Limit Texas Hold'em table is ready. You ever heard that before? Being a Nino? Or in the drunk tank? Alright. You know what that means? D lovely, how very lovely. 40 lovely. Then Skerica, then Riddy. Then Winter, then Antia. Then Yelitsa, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton, Mary Dodge, and Aliyah. Oh, and Benita. Jesus, Benita, glad to meet you. I almost forgot to write your name down, and then I wouldn't have been able to reach you. That's okay. I'm starting to get the vibe. I'm starting to see how this flows. It's like, top 9 at 9. Number 9th caller. Although the 18th person's been patient, that's okay. People gotta pet their fish and give their dog some water. I totally get it if they have to go. We gotta get Christina back on the line. For those of you that joined us last week when Christina came on the program, it was wonderful. I gotta give her a shout and see if she'd be willing to come on and do a spirit night again. Happy Spirit podcast. That'd be fun. D Lovely, do you have any questions for me? Do you want to talk? Do you want to just Capricorn? You want to just Capricorn? That's wild. Hopefully my last reading for you wasn't too harsh. I didn't realize you guys were doing that couples. You guys were watching as a couple, so I didn't mean to be too hard on your man friend. I can when it's your turn, absolutely. So just be patient, Newton. I just said the list. You're on it. Benita's so nice. You're so nice. All those people. Yeah, they're people. That's like, it was a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. It didn't eat people. It wasn't purple. It was just the Minnesota Vikings. That's okay. Hey, Midnight. Welcome. Good to see you here. Midnight Star. I love reading. You want me to use the Illuminati tarot, the ones I have been using? These ones? Look at King of Swords on the bottom. He's romantic. He's a romantic fool. Oh, good morning then. H.W. O'Malley, top of the morning to ya. I'm from Ireland. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. It's 10 o'clock in New York City. Nobody cares. Because it's always 11:11 somewhere. I'm getting tired of saying 11:11. People are like, I'm getting tired of seeing 11:11. And I say, I'm getting tired of saying 11:11. So I'm just going to start saying 11:11. What time is it? 11 minutes. It is 11 minutes after 11. It's D Lovely. And then it's Skerica. Then it's Riddy. Then it's Winter. Then it's you, Antia. Oh, 3 o'clock. 3 of Cups. Playing with the 3 of Cups. That's a good card when it comes to love. This is about mixing it up. This is about the mix and match. All right. And the end of Illusion. Yeah. Oh man. Lockdown and masks, they suck. They totally suck. I'm taking you to the beach, D Lovely. You got the 3 of Cups and you've got the moon. Okay. What I can let you know is like, you're seeing through somebody right now. You're seeing through. See how you can see through the one lady? There's a friend of yours that you're kind of like your confidants. Like, I want to say you're close friends, right? This is about realizing, their true ability to help you. like whether they're your wingmen or whether they are just your soul confidants, where you can like phone them up or call them up and meet for lunch and just trust in the journey and the pain and feel safe in the sharing of doing that sort of thing. Either you might be in a position where I feel like you could encourage those kinds of relationships around you, and I know you're busy, and I know that the time is not really accepting for it with the dang plague and everything. That dang plague, all that dribble drabble that's going on all over the world is just a pain in our rear ends in a rumpus room. But I do really feel like Spirit calling out, being like, I need to manifest socially. I need to manifest more in idea sharing. I need to manifest and express my love energy through sharing my story, through truly benefiting people with what I can with my wisdom so far in this life, which you can. So I don't know if this shows you maybe like being a mentor to someone, and I know you're a mama bear if I'm not mistaken. So this might play into that avenue with it as well. But you're coming out of disillusionment, which is nice. You know, you're, what's his name? You can see clearly now the rain is gone. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. And that's the way it is with the moon reversed. You're letting go of the things that used to hold you back, that were based on kind of like pursuits that, while you were learning, and they probably are, and they definitely were meant for you, you've always had your eyes over top of the mountain, or you've always had this ability to kind of like see beyond the horizon, D Lovely. And that's what this expression is all about right now. This is about a time for you to bounce, and if you can't bounce ideas off people, I would really get into some like vision questing. And it's not like meant as advice, but this is like, you know, in terms of like me pulling tarot out of love and love energy for you, this kind of painting a picture within your mind's eye of where you want to be for you, not attached to any desire. You know, desire can definitely, it can be like fulfillment of desire feels great, and it's a lot of what people will hunger after unconsciously for most of their life. But when you've been through a situation such as you've been through, you kind of realize that desire has its particular place in life. You don't have to always be looking at it like on the coffee table. You can like go and put it up on the shelf for a little while, so you don't have to stare at it anymore. You don't have to look it in the eye. You can put it up on the shelf. And what this is saying to you is like, once you've done that with desire, you open up a space, you open up a room within your vortex to begin to draw on like your fulfillment list. The things, the desires that you have that you can accomplish on your own or with platonic friends. Like when it comes to like loving creating memories, loving spending time, or kids for this matter. It doesn't even have to be close friends. It can even encompass the kids with the Three of Cups. So it'll be that sort of energy, but you're going to be seeing it clearly. You're going to be realizing when it's that part of your brain that's pushing desire that comes from that way, place and that way, whereas it's like a desire that you've uncovered and now you've chosen to pursue and you've chosen to share with others. And that's kind of what I see around you in regards to love energies. It's about putting desire in its place and really coming into the fullness of creating, I want to say, satisfaction for you in your life. Okay, a little bit different. Fulfillment of desire and satisfaction, we usually think of them as like one and the same, and a lot of times they are. But you can achieve satisfaction through things that you just do because you enjoy them, because you're doing them out of an act of desire, rather than you're like, you have it set as your desire and then you're trying to get to it. You do it because you have the desire to do it. And it's within that wheelhouse, it's within that repertoire, it's within that area of capability that you have it today or to have it tomorrow. That's why I keep seeing this image like of the Three of Cups, like a nice dinner with friends, or taking the kids somewhere like more memorable. Things like that, like stepping up the game. And hopefully with everything that's going on, all the weird fruity tooty stuff going on in the world, you can find a time and a space to do that, because we all need that right now. But I feel more so your spirit is like definitely calling for it, because when the idle time, the extra time, and the mind, it can just start to go off into right field or left field, depending on how you like to throw the ball. Okay, D Lovely, appreciate you for coming in, for grabbing up and wrapping up on that reading. That's really good. Nice to see you. Whew. And it got hot in here for me while I did your reading. That's the first one where I felt like it was like somebody was turning up the heat. And boo. I can scare it. Boo. Hey, boo. Hey, bae. Hey, my boo-boo. KD Lovely, it's good stuff. Just stay the course. What did I tell you last year? I was like, you're the center. The Ferris wheel, the wheel doesn't go anywhere without you, because you're the hub, and everything's attached to it. So you set the pace. You are in control. 100%. Alright. Skarika, it's your turn. This goes like this. Skarika, then Riddy, then Winter, then Antia, Yalitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton, Mary Dodge, Aelia, Benita, and Midnight Star. I should almost think of closing the list. We only got about an hour and a little bit left. I don't even know what we're at for time. I don't even know what time is. I don't even know where I'm... Okay, there we go. We're at the 2-hour mark. I had a sneaking suspicion we were getting close to some sort of round number. All right. Skarika, is there anything else I can help you with? Do you want to connect? Here we go. Let's dig. I put my hand up on my rig. When you dig, I dig, we dig. You dig? Let's dig into the secrets of the mysterious cornucopia. Is it a fantasy love? A dream career? Something less tangible? I like it. Permission to swear, sir? Permission granted, sir. Preparing to swear, sir. Swear away, Captain. I swear unto you that the cornucopia is mysterious. You could reach in there and find yourself a big old banana or maybe a pumpkin. But the cornucopia is abundance. Mysterious abundance. Is it a fantasy? Is this a real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. You know how it goes. Escape from reality. Queen. Stone cold crazy, you know. With my wallet. I forget how it goes. It's fun. Yeah. Remember that? I remember that. 2 hours in. What kind of abundance is hiding from SK Erica? Wow, you gotta be kidding me. There he is again. Big old 9. Big old collective energy. Being like, not until the world has its way. Ace of Pentacles. Boom. There we go. Thanks, Hermit. Appreciate you. I'm sorry I made fun of you, Hermit. Let's take Skarika to the gem shop. Little shop of tarot. You see that? That's an Ace of Pentacles up by the Hermit. This is nice. A dream career. How about a sole proprietorship? How about a self-enterprise? Because you brought it up. You said dig. And now the Hermit's here being like, oh, somebody got a shovel? Somebody digging? Whoa, and if somebody's wanting to dig it, let's see how deep they can dig. It doesn't have to be a hole. I'm just asking, can you dig it, man? Because the deeper you dig, or the deeper you dive, the greater the reward. That's the beautiful thing about the cornucopia. Because it's shaped... You remember that snack, Bugles? You ever had a Bugle? It's like a little cracker, but it's shaped like a cornucopia. The little corn... And they're little corn chips, shaped like cornucopias. You know how they have like the little tip? They look like a windsock, and they got the little tip? The little tip, the little magic way in the back. That's the hidden desire. All of the pumpkins and the apples and the other stuff at harvest, they all come rolling out. Okay, but it's that little thing that's left way in the back. And sometimes you gotta shake the cornucopia. Sometimes you gotta bang it out on the sides to get it to fall out, to drop out. For you, this is about a money-making idea. For you, this is about, again, it seems weird because some people have gotten the reflection card very strongly, like it's time to stop and reflect, and it seems as though what's going on, other people have been spending too much time in reflection. I feel for you that this is a time for action. Okay, I see this being more aligned to like doing what you love and making it profitable. The Ace of Pentacles is all about that. Your life is about to change now as well now, or like for that other person that had the 9 and then the change over to opportunity. Yours is the change over to the Ace of Pentacles when it's time to face your future, when it's time to look in your future. And it's going to be a big change for you. And I feel like it's coming on the wind or the wings of an idea. It's coming on, something where you will accept your talents or accept a place where you feel safe enough to take a risk for this as well. And when it comes to risk versus reward and risk versus the perceptions of safety, everybody is in a bit of hermit mode. It's like it feels comfortable a little bit to like, wow, we're all in this together, or so they've been telling us. But the great spirit that's born of you, your best version of yourself, Skarika, would not stop at being like, it's just all right. It's just okay, It means about rising above. Bigger is better. And your life is about to change into a new union with something. Right? The Ace of Pentacles is my union card. New union. Goes round and round. You catch up to that kind of sweet little morsel or nugget that you left along, that your real self left you on your life path. And you're almost at the point where you're approaching to pick that up and run with it. But this comes in the way of like enterprise and money-making ideas. As you said, the dream career. That is the part that stands out in this reading as that mysterious bugle chip, cornucopia. All right, but it's asking you to dive deep. It's asking you to dig deep for it. And I know you're a deep person. I know you're very capable, but this is about kind of like staying out there for a little while. Being like, if you've got time off or if you have time for yourself, this is about really like almost like sojourning, or what do they call that? A sabbatical of sorts is what these cards could, so that you're actually like stopping the flow of the current regimented energies so that you can catch your breath to bring in the new. So it'd be like a larger break. And this hermit, just like it's time for drafting up things, ideas, business plans, brainstorming, all that stuff, the process, because everything, if you look in the world around you, whether it's your house, your neighborhood, your city, your country, or the globe, everything that is once started as an idea. It came from someone's brain. It came from someone's imagination. So my question is what is going to come from your brain that is going to make you sing the songs of sweet career and meeting the person that you maybe dream about? Is going to come from deep within your mind. And then when it does, and you bring it forward, I feel that you're really going to fall in love with it or come into new union with it at that time. But it's asking you to dig deep into stillness or find it, or at least stop the momentum of the flow of the things of the mundane that get you tossed about sometimes like a ship upon the ocean. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Skarika, it's a pleasure, as always. As always. Riddy. The list goes like this. Riddy, Winter, Antia, Yelitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton, Mary, Aya, Benita, Midnight Star. I don't know, I think I'm doing it wrong. LOL. I was thinking one night we should just have I should do my research and I should make a presentation for you guys because there's a lot of people teaching about manifestation, and there's some things that are right on that are out there, and there's some things that are way off out of wacky balance. And traditionally, it's the old school teachings of manifestation that remain true. And when I get some time, I'm really booked up this summer, but I would love to do a presentation for you guys where we can just go in and do the manifestor's checklist, so to speak. But if there's a part of it that you think you're doing it wrong, then just go back and rewrite that, revamp that. Because the only way to know if you're doing it wrong is to test it against your original plan, right? But this is coming in original. This is original, a brand new idea for you. It's actually really good energy to have that Ace of Pentacles there. All right. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Erica. It's really nice for you to put that in there. Throw a pen, pay a nickel, stamp your feet, down on the corner. Howdy in the street. Willie and the po' boys are playing. Bring your nickel, stamp your feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around. But if you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Poor kids on the corner trying to raise a buck. How does it go? Willie goes into a dance and doubles on kazoo. Kazoo. Is anybody in here ever played the kazoo? You can be honest. There's no judgment here. Well, very little. A little bit. Just kidding. You can play kazoo if you want. Alright. RH coming in with it. Alright. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna go ahead and answer RH's question, and then we'll pop back to your health reading. Ready? Probably get the Lightworkers Oracle out for a health reading. But for RH asking, what did Scott think of me when he first met me? Okay. Asking about Scott. What did Scott think of RH when he first met RH? Oh, yucky you got 3 cards. Well, the Ace of Pentacles is up. Bada boom, boom, boom. Should we go back to the beach? Where did we go? Where did we come from last? Yeah, let's go here. Let's go back here for a minute. 9 of Wands. Wow. So it's clear to me that when this person met you, you really caught his attention and you really opened his eyes to something. I think that there was like a little bit of a wish, like there was almost like an insta crush thing that could have went on with the Ace of Pentacles. He was glad or happy to meet you, and it's almost, I get the feeling as if you showed this person, you showed Scott something, whether it was a side of you, whether it was just through the way you express, that he hadn't met somebody like you, like it wasn't just your personality or your type, but you as a spirit, like you as a person was kind of like unlike anybody he'd experienced or met before. And this was just like, so first impressions, if you were doubting it, I think that you clearly opened this person's eyes, or you clearly like had this Scots person's attention, like undivided attention. Like I just get this feeling like their eyes were fixed upon you. And they definitely thought about you after the fact. It's almost, did you like make this person melt? Because I have a feeling that this person in meeting you almost had like the thought, like, I would let my walls down for this person. I trust this person. I would let my guard down for this person. I'm saying this because of this 9 of Wands reversed in the reading. This is somebody that's willing to forego their protections and open up and trust another person. And perhaps you were just like a breath of fresh air to this person, that when he realized, hey, well, maybe not all people are bad, or maybe he had this sense that he misjudged you before you talked, or before you, I don't know, or misjudged perhaps your expression before you actually had a chance to like meet and get to know one another. He liked you for sure, and he was also, you made him very clear about something. You kind of helped him out in a way, even though you weren't even trying. Something you said, or something in the way you said it, helped this Scott person out, I feel, in some way, and they trust you. That's what I feel, is that they'd have this ability or this willingness to trust you. Okay, RH? Thank you so much for the question and for the tribute. So it's good. I get a feeling you make a good first impression. And this person liked you. Maybe you're really funny or cute. Or both. All right. I'm sure it's both. Absolutely. All right. No kazoo players in the house? All right. Nobody wants to play the dang kazoo. I guess I'm going to have to do it. Oh, wait. I don't have a kazoo. Okay. Let's go back to the scene. Get on the scene. All right. Love and light, Kevin Langford. You live in Brooklyn, New York. Will true love ever enter my life? Welcome, Kevin. We just thanks for being new here and hitting the dinger, and from being from Brooklyn. That's awesome. I even though I'm not from New York City, I always relay the time and I always say what time it is in New York City. It's so welcome from Brooklyn to Kevin Langford. Kevin, good to see you. But we just asked that everybody wait their turn. We've got some people waiting today. And what I might do is I might end off the list with Kevin. I might have to go back in and put list closed, because that's what we're going to do. Newton, it's not your turn yet. You have to be patient. If you have to go, I can give you a VIP pass for next time. If anybody has to go or they can't wait their turn, I'll update the list in a second. And when I do, if anybody has to go or can't wait, I'll give you a VIP pass for next time. Okay? Oh yeah, Cheryl had a VIP pass. She disappeared. Cheryl. I totally forgot. That happens sometimes. Okay, the list goes like this. Riddy. We're going to do a health reading for Riddy. Then Winter. Then Antia. Yelitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton, Mary Dodge, Aaliyah, Benita, Midnight Star, and Kevin. And then, unfortunately, after that, the list is closed. So, Zainab, no foul. I'm going to give you a VIP. Unless we have time, Zainab, no foul. Zainab, I'm closing the list off with you. If you want to stay till the very end for your reading, you can, but I don't expect you to. So I've already given you a VIP pass to jump the line in a future program. Okay? So that's how we roll. Riddy, Winter, and Tia. Those are the three names that are next. Yeah. Thanks, Benita. Glad to meet you. All right. Oh yeah, we were gonna get that other deck out. I got the wrong deck in my hands. Happens more than once. Jeez. Just out of control. All right, let's take you to the beach for this health reading. All right. Do you see the rainbow? Riddy, do you see the rainbow? So Riddy, you've got card number 17, the family of light, for your health reading. I want you to notice for me what's not there in the rainbow. What is not there? I'll give you a hint. It's the color green. Okay. Yeah, something I feel like a stress relief, or there's like a healing that's required of the heart energy. Some sort of release of a love. So that you can be very accepting of unconditional love. There may be some like unresolved hurt or abandonment or judgment or betrayal that you've been harboring that's been blocking your heart chakra energies. Okay, whatever this might be. And it doesn't make you a bad person. I'm just saying that, you know, the improvements or your health reading, I would really love to see you get rid of a lot of the residual stress that's in your life that you might not even realize might be hanging around because of certain unresolved hurts. I really get a feeling like in the chest area, there's something going on where it's like you need to like flush out like all the bad stuff and like really focus your breathing into your heart chakra energy for health at this time, and focus on love energies and loving energies so that the stress does not stick to you. You got to turn into like a rubber ball so everything bounces off you. I feel like at times you take on too much and then it all piles up, and then you end up feeling like the physical effects of some of that stress and anxiety, which being in connection with your heart chakra always places you first. So when you put yourself first, and when you are able to get that sense that, you know, your health becomes manifest through your belief in your firm faith, I guess. It's like it comes back to faith, and it comes back to belief, and it comes back into your heart chakra center. But I feel like sometimes your mind prevents you from getting into it that deep, right? Where it's like you give up on the breathing exercises, or, you know, when you think of a happy, beautiful thought to keep your heart chakra open, it's followed by a nasty, doomy, gloomy, unresolved hurt type thought. And then you end up thinking down that railroad track instead of the track that you're supposed to be on. And therefore it just feels like there could be like some anguish going on, or something where the green is missing. And it's just like the heart, there needs to be that bridge between the lower three chakras, whatever ailments you're suffering in regards to your health. If you can focus on your heart chakra energies and build the bridge so that your physical self and your real self, your spiritual self, your upper three chakras, your etheric ones, and your crown chakras, if those can be bridged through your heart chakra energy down into your willpower, your creativity, and your rooted survival success story of your life in your root chakra, then a lot of these problems would alleviate. Some people call it like miracles, or angels come down and heal them. But what really happens is the window to the heart chakra just goes flying open. And when it does that, it's like the upper is bridged with the lower. And therefore, like, the healing energy through the breathing can actually come down in from source through the crown chakra and begin to actually change the cellular structures and begin to heal the body. It's weird, wild stuff, Ed, as Johnny Carson would say. But this stuff happens, and anything you can do to get, like, when I went through this, Riddy, I had to pretend I was I pretend I was scrubbing an old rusty Ferris wheel, and that Ferris wheel was my heart chakra. It was bright green, but it was just all rusty, and it couldn't turn because I hadn't tended to it. So I imagined myself washing it off, breathing into my heart, and every breath was like a pressure wash, like a scrubbing or a brushing to get the rust off, so that heart chakra could really start spinning again. And once I did, a lot of like the ailments that I was going through at the time, they became second nature. I began to become devoted to my body once again, and really began to look after it. And etherically, spiritually, a lot of the aches and pains went away, because with the relief of the stress, like inflammation and swelling and all that proven stuff, it all went down. And once that happens, and you can know you're on the right track, and you start to feel good, and then it'll begin to snowball, really snowball for you, and you'll start to feel great again. Okay, make Riddy Tadvi great again. Hi, Exena, welcome. Exena, you're a little bit late in the program. I'm gonna have to put the list is closed. I'll tell you what I told to Zainab, that if you're willing to wait till the end of the program, I will read for you. But if you can't, I totally understand. And what I can do, Exena, is put a VIP by your name, which guarantees you to jump the line on our next program. So we can do that. I'm just gonna put list closed. List closed. Okay, perfect. I am the technical director today too. I'm all by myself in studio. So that's all good. You can get a reading. I just had to pose that question. If you're willing to like hang around. Oh God, Newton, no. Good things come to those who wait. Have you ever heard anything more cliche? It's a damn conspiracy, I tell you. The guy is out on a crazy mission to help heal people. All right, healing. I haven't done a health reading in a while. So Riddy, thanks for being here. I'm looking for someone named Winter, and then I think Antia is being here. Hi, Ange. I didn't even see you slip in there. Welcome to the program, Ange. Whew. Don't forget to subscribe for the next live. I'm Benita. I should go in here and just give me a second. Yay! It's a celebratory moment that was long overdue. I don't think winter stuck around. Winter gave way to spring, and Antonia, hopefully I'm saying that wrong. Antonia Why don't you go ahead and post? I don't think winter is here. And then the list goes like this. Yelitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton, Mary, Aliyah, Benita, Midnight Star, Kevin, Zena, Exena, Zenabe, and Angelove. Hi, Ruchi. Sorry, Ruchi, the list just closed. The list just closed for today, Ruchi. I can't believe we have another Ruchi. We have 2 Ruchis? I didn't know it was possible for 2 people. Well, that's because it's not your turn yet, Newton. You have to wait. They come in the order they were received. Alright? And don't make me, because if I get in one little fight and my mom gets scared, you know what's going to happen? She's going to be moving with my auntie and my uncle in Bel Air. Okay, Antonia. Antonia. So, Ruchi, here's what I'm going to do. The list is closed, but I'm going to put a VIP by your name. Alright? It says Ruchi, VIP. I better make sure I have Ruchi K now, because we have 2 Ruchis. So that means on the next program, you'll get to bump the line. If you come in and subscribe for the next program, when I see that VIP by your name, then you boost up. Okay? So that's how that goes. Antonia says, so I'm talking again with my ex Sagittarius, but I don't know what are his feelings and intentions. Is it love? What does he want? I'm a Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Y'all mixed up? I was going to read for Scorpio today, but then the chat room got really busy and the list got long. So the monthlies for August will be out shortly. Sagittarius is right next door. And Scorpio Sagittarius is a little bit more tricky than people realize. It's definitely can have like benevolent, lasting love energy between the two, but we won't just comment on the compatibility sake of Scorpio and Sagittarius. But buried feelings, Antonia. Okay? This is like I can't say that anymore. This is like calling the kettle steaming hot. Because that's what kettles are. They're steaming hot. You're a Scorpio. So you know all about burying your feelings. And only showing the true you when it's time for you to show the true you. And your ex, you have history. So that means there is automatically mirrored energy. So does the goose as does the gander kind of situation. And what I mean by that is your level of openness would be directly reflected to his. So when you're talking and in your conversation, it just means that naturally you guys aren't at a point to get into that just yet. Okay? Yeah, I don't doubt that you're a good match. And this is just from my innate. I'm just going to have a little sip of the wee water, and then I will pull some cards for you to see. But what I want you to know is there's a good chance that this is on a mirrored energy. And the fact that you don't know is because that it's not naturally divine time for that to have arisen in your conversation just yet. Okay? All right. We aren't, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, Antonia, here we go. What is Antonia's Sagittarius X? What are his feelings? Is there love there? So I'm talking again with my friend Sagittarius. No, I'm talking with my ex Sagittarius. First and foremost, if you want this to be about love, if you want to manifest it, change the narrative. But let's get into your question here. First and foremost, where are we taking Antonia? To the beach? No, back to the gem room. I never know what I'm going to get. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. I can see him making efforts to get back together with you, but I don't know that you're ready to receive it. And again, it's that readiness piece. Because I don't think that you that you would be ready and willing to go back to the way things were. So there's going to be an effort made, and you might ask him to go and like complete some sort of like trial. But I do still get a sense of interest in you and the potential for being together. It's like that intensity. It's like you're almost, I get this feeling of like forbidden fruit. You're like the person that he loves to love, like but he just hates when he goes, and like it's hard to think about. It's like from this point of view of this Sagittarius, it's like you're his pleasure, but when it comes at the end of the day, and I think this is the reason why you guys might have fell out of place in the first place, is because you might have always felt like you had to compete for his time and attention, and you were done with that. You were over that. And that's that part that liberated you. But nowadays you're feeling more Nine of Pentacles, like confused, maybe a little bit isolated, maybe a little bit lonely. That's going around in the collective. Everybody's going through big changes right now. But you didn't like having to compete for his attention and time. And that's something that you've got to change. And as far as like the truth about those feelings, I wouldn't accept this person back until you're 100% sold, confident on the idea that you wouldn't have to compete for his feelings. Like he would just freely give it. And that's why you're confused, because it's like it doesn't feel right when you have to compete for their time and attention via other things. I know life is busy and people's minds go a million directions every day. Even just as something as simple as sticking to a date night or sticking to a commitment or something of that nature is going to be very important for you to like do that litmus test or dip your toes in the water before you jump back into the pool and go swimming in your ex again, right? Treat this as a friendship and somebody that really needs to earn their right to get you back out of the friendship zone. And that way you play the ball away from yourself and you don't have to stress it anymore. You've done what's right by your resolve to the true you back at the time of the breakup or the quarrel or whatever it might have been, with Five of Wands showing there. Be at peace with Nine of Pentacles. It's the lady in the garden. She's beautiful. She often gets what she wants. She can have what she wants. You can get hung up. That's true. But and you can be open. You can be communicative. But yeah, because yeah, you don't want to go back to that thing where it's like you said it. You have an expectation, or maybe he's the type of lover that gives you expectations or writes checks with his mouth that his butt can't cash when it comes to just like kind of the little things, like, you know, the things that make relationships and romance worthwhile rather than just a stress and a headache, because I feel like that's where they left off and you're not going back to that. 100% you're not. So this is almost like him showing interest in you putting him to the test, and then it remains to be seen whether or not he comes through with like flying colors in regards to, you know, building that foundation of friendship and then earning enough respect by showing you through his actions that he deserves to go next level again, right? It happens that way sometimes. And it's not necessarily manipulative, Scorpio, so get out of that headspace too. And also remember that the feelings of confusion can be mirrored, and the feelings of hidden intentions and hidden feelings, Scorpios are not the only ones capable of that, and especially if they've got their eyes on somebody else and it's a situation with history, that energy is immediately mirrored back. It's like you're in Uncle Nutsy's fun house and all the mirrors are showing you all these different angles of what it could be, what it should be, what you want it to be, what it could have been, what it would have been like without a break, what it'll be like with a fresh start, you know, all of that stuff. So, day to day, just kind of do your best to, like I said, play that ball away from yourself, put it back into it. Don't treat him like an ex. Treat him like a friend. Label him as a friend. Don't even label him as an ex. See if just that little shift in thinking or narrative can really change the whole thing about for you, and you might be able to like draw some water out of the old well of the ex after all before you decide to go swimming in it. Dip your toe in the water. Try a little bit of water. See how it tastes. See if it's any different. See if it feels different. See if it feels right. Okay? And you'll know. through the actions, not so much words, but the Five of Wands is a card of actions, right? So you'll see it there. Okay, Antonia? I like that reading. I like you. You have a good positive energy. And thank you for choosing to spend your day with us, your time with us. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't do it. Don't cry. Don't make me upset. Don't. It's okay. Let it all out. Shout. Let it all out. Right? Yeah, just put the friendship face. Hey, friendly face. I'll call you funny feathered friendly face. And you can even be endearing with that. You can show appreciation as a friend. All that good stuff. You know? You just don't want to take, one giant leap forward to realize you've wound the clock back to last year and you're going through the same old shit again, because that'll just make people even more upset. Yeah, do so as a friend. Absolutely. Do so as a friend. Okay, moving right along. Antonia, good to have you here. I better give Winter a star because Winter missed his reading. I'm going to call out 4 names. If you hear your name, I'm going to call out 5 names. If you hear your name, please type in the chat right away. Yelitza, Sophia, Carlos, Christina, Newton. Oh, did I say Newton? Newton? This should be a fun one. Newton. Nine of Pentacles is a great card to have up in the situation that you're in. Universe has got your back with this one. You're not going to punch yourself in the face again. Whack! Oh! Right? Remember the cartoon characters that wake up and they'd be spinning with stars? Yelitza, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Go ahead and post. Yelitza, you're up. It was your turn on the list. Will my Aquarian ex contact me? If so, could you please tell me when, more or less, this will be? Alright. Everybody's got so much time on their hands to think about their exes and hang on to their exes. I love it. It's Cancer season too, so it's just like, and I think, is there a Jupiter retrograde right now too? Like everything's going off like a big old boom, like a big old bottle of bourbon. Let's go ahead. Will the Aquarian X contact Yelitza? Will the Aquarian X contact Yelitza? Will the Aquarian X contact Yelitza Gomez? King of Water. Reversed. Your Aquarian X. My goodness. Okay. Yelitza, get ready, because this ain't funny. Okay. We got the King of Water and the Four of Water reversed. Okay. For me, unfortunately, this is a no. Okay. This is a no out of the gate. Or at least in the 2-part question, it won't be anytime soon. Something is going on here with this Aquarian. The King of Water reverse says that this Aquarian may be in a little bit of trouble when it comes to self-identification. This means he could be like off on some like bad behavior, or like chasing down like desires that are not really aligned with, settling down and having a firm romance. What do they call that? He's out sowing his wild oats, as they would say. I feel this Aquarian, they may even be in a situation where they're like party all the time, non-stop, hip-hop, or whatever it might be. This is a self-discovery process that your Aquarian person is in right now. This is kind of like a pivotal lifetime for this Aquarian. Unfortunately, it's not because he doesn't want to include you, but this is a situation because I feel of spirit, timeline, karma, everything all involved with that King of Water. that this is a time where you wouldn't really want to even be involved with the things that he's involved with and with he's going through. It's not that you couldn't help him, even though you would love to help him. I just don't get the sense or the feeling that that opportunity would be there or impactful, or you may actually end up getting hurt in the process. Okay? If this Aquarian is experiencing like, bad habit style energies, or getting into grandpa's cough syrup or whatever it might be on the occasion, partying his life away, or not making the most of his time, and treating the pleasures of flesh and sensory perception, the corporeal, the desires, the wanton desires, those wild oats, so to speak. This person is just out there and doing it, and that might be very hard for you to hear, Yelitsa, but I want to give you a big hug, because that's tough if you want this person to contact you or to come back. But what I'm seeing here is it's not going to be anytime soon. This person needs to find themselves again. This person needs to find themselves, and like it could involve some sort of like epiphany, aha moment, or God forbid it ever gets to the point where he needs help, like to counsel through whatever issues are going on in the mind, because you can see the bright aura of these water beings. And I know he's an air sign, but it's something where he's masking over emotions with behaviors that are not healthy to himself, and he's become lost in the process, and he needs to find himself again. Unfortunately, that is the story that this reading tells, that these cards tell. And it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make anything wrong with you for not being able to have it. It's just not, that door, that opportunity is not open to you at this time, I feel. Okay? And feel free to check in. If this person does call you out of the blue, I would be a little bit hesitant to be like, what are you going through right now? Tell me what you are into. Okay? Yeah, and and side effects of that depression. There's some side effects of it too, right? It's being masked over. The depression is being masked through, and the side effects are worse than the actual depression. But you're right, the root cause could easily be that. When we talk about being lost, about not knowing your way, or not having things crystal clear. And that makes it even tougher for you, Yelitsa, because you probably really want to get in there like the amazing person you are and lend a hand and give him some help. And that's tough, okay? I want to give you a big hug. Doesn't mean you can't pick up the phone or answer the phone if he does call you out of the blue, because, with a person like this, things change radically within 5 minutes. They just pick up the phone out of the blue. But as far as like a timeline, I can't see that. I'm just saying it's still in the realm of potentiality for him to do so. But I don't think you're going to hear from this person on an authentic level until they actually find themselves and get their scoop figured out. Okay? Yelitsa, big hugs. Sorry about that. That's a rough one. Okay? But again, it's an ex. It's not like he's a friend or anything. It's just an ex. I'm just teasing. I'm playful, okay? Sorry, I just want to make you smile. Yeah. If he would or if he could. Yeah, it seems like it is a issue of could. It's not even that he just won't. It's just that he can't for some reason. And that's really tough. That's really sad to deal with. Tough times. Yelitsa, try not to worry about it too much. Okay? Just use your power of imagination. Imagine in your mind's eye a good image of your ex, of this person. Like a healing time, like something that you even want to see them be happy, whether it's with or without you. Just try to have visions of this person being happy, and you can help through the etheric. You can help through the divine way, through the cosmic power cosmic, they call it, and shoot those positive images that you have of him being happy and healthy, and that does start to move the momentum in that way. But he's going to need some real help, hopefully soon, I feel. Okay? It's a tough one. All right. Anyone here named Sophia, Carlos, Christina, or Newton was so impatient. Was so impatient for their reading, and now they're here, but we didn't. Their pizza wasn't delivered to them in 30 minutes or less. And guess what that means? It means it's free. And that's what these tarot readings are. That's the way I like it. I never get bored. Okay. So that was the second call for Sophia Carlos Christina Newton. Oh yeah, Benita, you're a charm. Lots of blessings, infinite blessings. Thanks, Yalitza. All right. How about Mary Dodge? Mary. Hello, Mary, if you're there. Mary Dodge. And the Chevy and the Ford got stuck, and the Chevy got stuck, and the Dodge had to come to try and pull them out of the mud. I don't know. All right. How about Aliyah? Sorry if I'm definitely saying that wrong. Aliyah, and then Benita. I know this program runs a little bit long when we get into this stuff, and people can't always wait, but hopefully they stick around. We get around to everybody eventually. That's a nice thing about making the tarot readings free, because then I don't owe it. And then I can do whatever I want. Go ahead, Benita. You don't have to worry about them. Let's focus on you. Maybe that's a message, an innate message for your reading. Time to stop focusing on them. It's your turn. It's your time. And thanks. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here. Oh, and Benita, I was going to ask if you had seen Tati T lately through any of the tarot frequencies out here on YouTube. If you run into her, tell her to come and visit. I forgot to turn the camera back over. Hi, everybody. We're running late. We're winding it up fast. We don't have many people left. Benita, Midnight, Kevin, Xenia, Ange, Ruchi K. Tell me where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? What in the world is going on, Benita? Don't worry, I got the good one. What can I expect from Christopher within the next couple months? Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo. Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo. Probably months. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. What can Benita expect from Christopher in the coming months? What can Benita expect to see from Christopher in the coming months? What can Benita expect to see from Christopher in the coming months? Wow. I like this person, this Christopher person. I really do. I really do. Let's go here. We'll take you to the river. We'll go down to the river, and into the river we cry. You could have an outpouring of emotion from this person in Virgo season. That's a possibility. I kind of feel like that time for him will be big, but he's giving up on something to. He's like changing his attention. You're going to notice his attention start to change. I don't know. This guy might like put a lot of like hobbies and particular self-interests on the back burner in order to come in closer contact socially with people. Or I almost get a feeling of like him being in a nurturing role. like playing the part of like Mr. Mom. That might be a stretch, but it has something to that effect where he's like giving back to society, giving back to the people that are important to him, and like being strong enough in putting himself first that he's actually going to begin to start putting other people first. And maybe he already does that, but there's going to be an emphasis on it, I feel, this coming time. I don't know. He's just got this huge like helper personality, I feel. This helper trait to him where he's like, no, I'll do my thing later. But right now I know so-and-so could use a helping hand. Or I know so-and-so. He's like really trying to like, I feel, sort out a lot of karmic issue. So yeah, what he's going through is he's putting his own needs and his own fulfillment on the back burner in order to take care of something that's very important to him. So, as far as like expecting anything from him like directed at you, I mean, unless you are the black cat in the Queen of Wands lap there. See, she's got the little black kitty cat. That's right there. Unless that's reflective of you, if you're the relationship that he chooses to nurture, then you should know that he'll be all in, that he's putting other things off to the side in regards to do it. I'll just pull one more card, just because like we asked us what we could expect from him, but I'm just wondering, because you said you're out of contact, so I just want to see if you're going to hear from him. And the tarot's really up in the air for that. That's the Wheel of Fortune. This would be like happenstance or a circumstance where you might happen to exchange a message, or I don't know, like meeting one another out of the blue seems like a long shot or a long stretch, but the Wheel of Fortune is there saying that you may be continuing in terms of your patience. But if what he's nurturing is bringing out the best in him, and if you truly have a role to play in one another's lives, I think you will see him by Virgo, or at the latest Sagittarius season. Like you'll see him in 2020, or you'll speak with him again in 2020. And this is the true litmus test to see like if you're meant to play larger roles in one another's lives. But for now, it's almost as if you've been like put up on the wheel, and he's got a lot on the go, but he's willing to forgo everything. So either you're the center of that attention, or you could, unfortunately, be playing the role of one of these 9 cups, of something that he's put on the back burner, or that he's put on the side to go and chase down whatever it is, or give back. I don't know. Something's just really got his attention, and it's like he's really looking after it. You've been getting Virgo season 2? Well, and that's why I was kept saying Virgo, right? Coming up here in the 9th month, being upside down. So it might be a time where he puts everything aside and comes rolling back to you, like wheeling back to you and giving you a lot of nurture and time and attention. So hopefully you're the black cat and you're not one of these upside down cups. That's what I got to say, because he's on a direct path where he said it's time for more. He realizes now, I think for either the first time in a long time or a first time in the other, that sorting out his karma is important. And being a part of the big picture, being a part of the family, the community, or whatever it might be, for him now is the primary focus. It's the primary goal. So that might put him on a more positive spiritual path that could lead him back around to you, for sure, Benita. But he's definitely giving that stuff up. So hopefully you're the kitty cat. Right? So what sign is he? I'm just curious too. Because if this person is a Sagittarius or a Leo, it wouldn't be out of control to think that it could be headed back around to you. Yeah. Speaking of kitty cats, let's get it going on. It's almost time. There he goes. All right. Thanks, Benita. That's a tough one. But whatever he is, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing by him and for others. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. I can see why you like this person. Alrighty. And thanks for helping people to stay patient and civilized in the chat room. I'm glad they're not threatening one another with machetes or anything like that. He's a Capricorn. Oh my goodness. No wonder you could feel like one of the 9 cups put up on the shelf and like dusted off and forgot about a corn. These Capricorns, they go deep into their own stuff, and then they come blazing back out and be like, just love me. I can be loved. I can love you. Oh, wait, I want to go and figure out the time-space continuum equation times 3x divided by Scorpio minus the number 7. And you're like, what? And you're like, yeah, I'm a Capricorn. I got to figure that out before I can do anything else, you know. I'm just teasing. I'm just chirping on Capricorn. Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. Get this cat off of my webpage. I hope you're the kitty cat, too. Thanks, Benita. Thanks for being here. It's awesome to have you. All right. Let's talk to Midnight Star, then Kevin, Xena, Ange Love, and Ruchi K. Hi, Monica. Sorry we didn't get you in today. The list is closed for today, but I'll write you down so we can get you in on another program, all right? VIP, baby. VIP. And the world-famous Juice Bros, drinking their juice. You're welcome so much. You're welcome so much. Sag Moon. You're Sag Moon and you're Sag Rise. So maybe you're the Queen of Wands there. Maybe you're just tricking me, Benita. Maybe you just playing that game of, Dealer's choice. Please, let's see what the cards want to say. I'm game. Thank you. You're welcome. Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. Well, Midnight Star, we'll give you a reading. We'll give you a reading of the true sense of the reading. We'll give you an oracle reading. We're going to give you a powerful oracle of power. Okay. It's a magic circle. And I'll give you a tarot. I'm going to give you a tarot card too. I'm going to give you a power oracle and I'm going to give you a tarot. So everybody, Midnight Star is a friend, a core friend of the channel. So nice. Ooh. So divine. So divine. What did I do there? What did I do for a Klondike bar? Let's go. You're going back to the beach. No, you missed your turn, Newton. I'll get you next. You're next, Newton. Oh, God, it's so fun. So much funny. I'm just burning Drew in a Newton. Okay. Divine consciousness. Not just consciousness. Divine consciousness. Opening the mind to new possibilities, Midnight Star. Working with divine consciousness, we can open ourselves to deep thought and meaning that cannot be described in a normal language. It is felt and expressed with the heart and higher self. Peace, bliss, divine power, unlimited expansion awaits you when you consciously connect at this level. And you know that level. You've been there before. You've gotten glimpses. You've even managed to stay a while. Between soul and spirit, it is possible to connect our inner being to divine consciousness. Divine consciousness enables us to open our mind to different states of reality and communication. Right now, you're experiencing the awakening. Congratulations. We know it is much more than that. We know it much more is like ascension and getting in touch with our real selves. You're raising your consciousness and you are energetically shifting right now. Your divine blueprint has been activated into a new state of awareness. So something might be occurring with your guides and in your Akashic record. So you may feel a big part of the collective change. We've changed a lot collectively this year, but it's not done yet for many of us. So you're going to be experiencing some more changes. You might be feeling sometimes oversensitive, but it's like vibratory changes. So through your meditations, through your awakening, through your awareness, through your exploration of your spiritual gifts, you may be finding that some is a little bit like tough to handle, or you need to like slow down and breathe it through once in a while. So, but it does pave the way. It opens the door for like happenstance and miracles and just amazing things to come out of left field and all of a sudden just be there in your life. Okay. These are pretty big transitions that, like, when you really connect with mind, body, and spirit to the point where it's like you realize how warm, welcoming, comforting, and securing it is compared to this world of Caesar and, you know, the blessed great white north. Knowing, just in my knowingness, right? It's nice because it has that feeling of like that top of the world, that how can I say this? It's like divine spirit, and it is the spirit of knowingness. It's like there's no more searching. I feel that's going to be a big part of the change for you. No more searching required. You've found it. Now it's time to mold it like a potter, like mold it like clay. And sometimes once you start getting the hang of it, it starts to feel really good. And it's like you can really get to these high-end frequencies and these very, very, very light, airy, wavy frequencies, like in vibrations, where sometimes it can feel like a little bit too much. But the angels are watching. The angels are like in control of it right now. And all you have to do is keep that array of communications open with your spirit team, especially that of angels, because that's what this card is talking about in divine consciousness. So while you're going through this time that you're going through, you have a nice opportunity to be away from like earthly dramas, gossip, you know, and even sometimes your own physical issues. When you decide like, I'm just going to be imaginative, I'm going to be free, I'm going to allow myself to just dream the morning away, that's very fine. But I would like to see this divine consciousness open up for you in a way where it was like kind of closely more linked to, you know, treating the body with like nutritious food, right? The right amount of water, like stay regulated and centered as best you can. And I know we all love, like, we're here to participate in Doritos and corn fritters. I love them too. Don't get me wrong. But there's a time where it's like, so that you can accept the vibrations, some simple shifts in diets, like getting back into like just some delicious citrus for like a week, can really change the chemistry and allow your cellular structure to really handle and adapt the high vibrations that are coming through at this time for you. It's a pretty good idea for the next little while to write down the messages that come for you, because when you read them back like a story, some things won't make sense to you on their own because of divine consciousness. They need to be paired, they need to be combined as a collective body, as messages coming over the space of like 2 to 3 weeks, and then it forms a clear, established inspiration or idea for yourself in terms of that and giving back in divine consciousness. So here's a little prayer. Here's a little, like, and you can timestamp it or you can write it down if you want. But this is kind of what you want to say at sleepy time or mirror time or whatever. You say, I am the one with divine energy. I allow divinity to flow through me and align my unique vibration to the highest forms of universal love. Because this is all what we're kind of on vacation from. This little beach that we're at, this little Planet Hollywood hotel of a world we got going on here, this is just a one-night stay. This is just like a temporary like layover on a flight to San Luis Obispo. It doesn't really, it's almost like its own sense of limbo. You know, the unconditional love and those blessings. We took a vacation from it to come and experience what the hell it would be like without it sometimes. And we get it in tough sometimes. But it's your divine consciousness that allows you to reconnect and remember where you came from so that you can return back there in full circle with the new lessons, with the new check marks on your checklists of experience, and the fact you got to come down and partake in a beautiful time where things were available to us at a time where they weren't ever before in the history of this planet. We were able to. But that's been challenged now by the current collective narrative of COVID and restlessness and all the jimmer jammer and the yibber yatter and the blither blather going on in the mainstream. But hold true to that spirit of knowingness, because that's going to bring you back. And don't worry, the angels, he's just absolutely surrounded Midnight Star at this time, because it's like you're going through the proverbial like etheric vibratory chambers of like, okay, well, when you're hanging out with, powerful and amazing benevolent energies and frequencies and beings, your vibration is like awakening to match back up to your true self, your real self, and to experience that in this lifetime through the awakening process, the ascension process. That takes some time for you to like really get into that, so that it doesn't seem like too much. And it's like one of those horror novels or those mystery books where it's like, you just gotta put it down. You just gotta see, you just gotta look away, or you just gotta find out what happens next week. One of those things. It's very tough to do. So pace yourself, take your time, and like I said, open that communication array with those spirits, with the angelic beings around you, so that you only get what you can handle. They're not going to give you more than what you can handle, but it also sometimes can seem like a lot when you're awakening into the divine consciousness. Okay? So that was for you, Midnight Star. I appreciate you for being core to this channel. All right. Serendipity Phoenix, thank you so much for the tribute, for the donation. I appreciate that. I'm going to read for Newton, because Neutron Yadav has been waiting so patiently today. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading for Newton, and then I'll read for you, Serendipity, okay? It will be serendipitous. Not promiscuous. I promise. Sorry, not promiscuous. I promise. Oh, that's good stuff right there. That's that weird, wild stuff, Ed. All right. Los Zolitos. Let's get some vibes going here. Like I said, I'm by myself in the studio today, so if the jams ran out, we're just keeping it loungy. We're keeping it vibey. We're keeping it kind of like worldish. All right. I'll get things figured out here. How will your life be after marriage? It will be exactly the same, only you'll be married. Just teasing. I have a little fun here, okay? I have a little fun. Serendipity, you hang on. You're up next, right after Newton. Okay? Newton asks, how will my life be after marriage? Marriage. Love and marriage, they fit together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. But of course you can, silly. Nice. These are good cards, believe it or not. Marriage. You're talking to an old bachelor who says, I won't give you my personal opinions on marriage, but marriage can be a beautiful thing. But, as they used to say in ancient Greek, they had this saying, and I don't even know what the Greek is, I should figure it out, but they used to say, by the fates I will become, by the fates I will do this, or I will be married, or by the fates I will have my heart's desire, by the fates, right? Marriage is like joining your destiny. It goes beyond faith. Marriage is a process where you, for a time or for a lifetime, connect your destiny with someone else's. And the marriage itself, the ceremony, is the accumulation. It's the cumulative act of this joining of destiny where you come together and you say, now I live for you and you live for me, and together we'll forever live in harmony. I should be doing weddings. But look, the Nine of Cups is here, so that's great. That means you're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to be happy to be married. You're going to be happy that it's all going down the way it's going down. Okay? You're going to like yourself. You're going to like your life. You're going to like all that you've accomplished and all that you've done. You're really going to enjoy that. Okay? But I can see why you're worried or you might be concerned, because it's a big step. It's a big ceremony. And sometimes it does, if you're not completely ready for marriage, it can have this fatalistic vibe to it. In the Hanged Man, this is the card of fate, number 12 major arcana. And if you are scared or worried about the fatalistic nature of the act of marriage, you may want to evaluate the timeline you're on in being married. But these cards are saying you don't have anything to be scared of. The Nine of Cups is the ultimate card of fulfillment. You might even decide that you may want to be a parent, which would be very cool, Newton. Okay? You're going to make someone very happy, and I see you being very happy as well with the Nine of Cups. Don't be scared of this. It is fulfilling. The journey is all it's cracked up to be. Okay? So no need to worry. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, and innately, the answer to your question is going to be exactly the same, only more happy, and you'll be married. It's great. I like that. Hi, June. Yeah, sorry, just a little late. Don't worry. You've got stars racked up beyond stars. If I had time for you today, I definitely would, but I'm going to make sure you get up for next time. Well, I've just been on a bit of a marathon. We're over 3 hours, and it's just, you know how it is. It wasn't meant to be today, but definitely for the future. We rack them from the racks and stacks. It's the best on wax. How about another golden oldie tarot reading on 99.9? Good vibes all of the time. Thank you for being patient, Newton. Don't you worry about this thing, okay? Don't you worry about marriage. Kevin was a skibby that I used to know. We used to hang a lot, but he had to go. We booked him for a tarot reading because he didn't know. And we're trying to call him back. But where's he gone? I don't know. It's okay. Yes, absolutely. June Flower, we appreciate you. Thanks for dropping a like, too. I appreciate that. Alrighty. We do it for the likes. I did it all for the nookie, the cookie, so you can take that rookie and stick it in the air. I don't know who writes this stuff. Alright. Serendipity. Serendipity, you are next. Go ahead and post Oh, you probably did in the blue box. Hold on. Serendipity Phoenix says, who is the soulmate I will marry? I woke up in a Soho doorway. A policeman knew my name. He said, you can go and sleep at home tonight if you can get up and walk away. Well, tell me, who are you? Are you? Who? It's like a little owl flew out of the tree and said, who? Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, cuddly little buddy all stuffed with fluffies. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, silly willy nilly old bear. You mean you didn't watch any of the old episodes? Oh, God loves you. God loves you. We've been around for a little while now. It's good to see you too. Good to see you too. You can take the mask off. I'm just teasing. Who will it be? He will be a Scorpio. He shall be Levon. No, he won't. But there's a good chance he could be a Scorpio. Your soulmate could be a Scorpio. Your soulmate could be Mr. Lover too. Your soulmate might like to get it on, bang a gong, get on. That's what your soulmate, Your soulmate, I feel, might choose the form, the taxi, the vessel of Scorpio, because the Scorpio has a way to get there, to cut through the crap and find their way to their soulmate, to their to their person. Ace of Wands. I feel this is somebody that you will create with. You're either going to create babies with, you're going to produce a work of art together, or you're going to have a common bond in original creativity, hence the Ace of Wands being there. Okay? Messages should be coming for you in August as well, I feel, about the placement of your soulmate, where they might reach out from, where they might be. So this is all good news. The Ace of Wands here with the Eight of Wands is very good. And it is in the form of Scorpio. And it is in the regards to somebody that, I don't know, you can let me know if this is right or wrong. But with the Eight of Wands, I almost feel like as if you've spoken with this person before. Well, obviously, like from past lifetimes or whatever, if it's your soulmate finding you again, they will be constantly sending you messages, the arrows of love, so to speak, with the Eight of Wands. They will be sending you messages through the ether or through spirit until a time where you are reunited or until you are connected. So stay aware of those messages. And as well, look for transformative signs in your life. And when you see other transformative signs, probably in August, that's when you know the time will be near for this person to have found you, to have reached out, to be in and a part of your life again. So, but yeah, I see it, Scorpio. And I see this as someone who may be separated or divorced, or they may have even already attempted to love someone in their fullest expression of themselves in a relationship that didn't work out, being held over because your soulmate had chosen that scorpionic vessel to be there for you at a future time down the road. So it might be like light to average baggage with this person, but it's not necessarily baggage. It's stuff, it's like more karma from this lifetime. Baggage is such a terrible word. I should have never said it. I'm sorry. But yeah, it might be, right? You've been feeling him telepathically and falling from... That's good. It's just about choosing the vessel now. That rebirth of that process. Okay? All right. So thank you so much. I appreciate your question. And thank you for the tribute. That was really nice of you. Serendipity. Come and roll with us anytime here on 99.9. You are always welcome. And stay open to that. Don't lose patience. Don't get disgruntled about the time thing, about it taking the time that it's taking. Let all of that go, and you will improve your readiness to accept it when it does. Okay? And you can actually help expedite it in that way. You're a divorcee as well? Yeah, could be like a commonality. But see that Ace of Wands there? You guys are creating something together. So it could be like you come together of a commonality of creative interests. Okay? All right. Hey, Saruchi. Did you know there was someone else named Ruchi here? Saruchi? I didn't know you were the only Ruchi. I thought there's no way there can be another Ruchi. But then someone named Ruchi K came in. But we had closed the list down. But I wanted to just let you know, Saruchi. Saruchi, Kevin, Xenia. That's exactly right, Benita. Thank you so much for rocking on like the amazing rock star that you are. Arr. You know why pirates are called pirates? I already gave away the punchline. Dang it. Because they are. I don't know who writes this stuff. Question below. When would be the best time to take my test on July 23rd to get my desired score? 6:30 or 5:15? Okay, I'm going to ask. I'm not even going to go in to tell you what I would do. So I do this all the time. Especially to you, Saruchi. I'd be like, I would go at 6:30 because you have all that morning. Y'all have all that morning freshness. You know, you're smelling good. You're not worried about this, that, or the other thing. As you are worried. 5 in the afternoon has a funny way of making you worried about this, that, and the other thing. Whether you're clean and sober or on drugs or just a fun-loving radical, free-loving radical person. Okay? So I'm not even going to tell, even though I just did. I'm not going to tell you what I would do. But I'm just saying, it's kind of like You know, it's the rhythm of the day. Okay, it's the rhythm of the day. Thank you, Serendipity. It's a pleasure. You have amazing energy. I'm glad you came and shared with us today. It's awesome of you. Kay Saruchi wants to know, let's give me a card for 6:30, please. Give me a card for Ruchi taking the test at 6:30. Playing with the Queen of Cups. No one says he's really smart. Playing with the King of Hearts. No one says he's really smart. The Joker is the only fool who'll do anything to you. That's right, Saruchi. King of Cups. He's a powerful entity in the tarot. And he's here repping the 6:30 choice. Yeah. 5:15. Yeah. You got the Four of Swords up there. I know which energy I like better. I mean, they're both good energies. Neither one of them is a bad time. I can let you know that. But 6:30 is the better time. The first one. 6:30 is the better time. Because realistically, think about that. You're hoping to get in some review at 5:15. I mean, for the amount that you've been studying and the amount that you've been doing, you're better off going in after waking up, having a shower, and a nice piece of grapefruit for breakfast when the mind is absolutely fresh in the morning. Because as you study, whether you know it or not, and knowing you, Saruchi, you'll be reviewing, and then all of a sudden in the middle of that review, you may start stressing. Think of it this way. By the time you wake up in the morning till 6:30 a.m. when you have to write the test, you don't have any time to worry. So that favors you, especially when you're breaking in with the fresh energy of a new day. You haven't had any time to put any blocks in your own way as well. And let's face it, how much more, given all the review, all the studying you've done, how much more is that 10 hours really going to do for you? I would come at it with the fresh energy in the morning. And the King of Cups would too. He favors it. He trumps the lowly Four of Swords is nothing to the King of Cups. So the first option wins. 6:30 in the morning. Okay? Saruchi, you're going to be fine. You're going to do awesome. I know it. 526. 526, baby. Yeah, take it in the morning, Ruchi. Kevin, sorry you got bumped there a little bit. The donations, they take priority. But I do love the free readings, and I appreciate your patience. So, Kevin, if you're still with us, go ahead and post your question. We are literally 2 readings away, possibly 3, from being wrapped up here. Because we got Ange hanging out, I think. Yeah, good luck. Hey, Saruchi, you're going to be fine. You still got this thing's over a week away. You've got this. No problemo. Kevin's been so patient. People come and go. What's that? People come and go. Wherever you go, that's where you are. That's what an old wise man once told me. He said, wherever you go, that's where you are. All right. Saruchi and Benita chilling in the chat room, just like we're getting the band back together. It's awesome to see you ladies here tonight. That's great. Well, hopefully we didn't upset Kevin. Sorry we had to bump you, Kevin. But you've got the reader's undivided attention. You can go ahead and post your question. Your query. Query. Not a quarry. It's not a marble quarry. It's not a quarantine. It's a query. It's a question. Look at that emoji. Looks like he's trying to poop so bad. That emoji is just like a big old cross turd stuck. Just can't quite push it out. Just being like, I ate way too much cheese last night. I didn't slice it thin enough. That's what that emoji reminds me of. Poor cheesehead. Who are those? Do. They might be my snow buddies. Just a bunch of nobodies who have snow buddies. My frosty friends. Keep it fresh. Keep it frosty, friends. France. For instance, my friend Francis, for instance. Well, who writes this shit? Okay, Kevin. Third and final boring call for Kevin. And then Xena and Ange. That's a wrap, people. That's a chicken Caesar. Tasty song gun. Who is this masked superhero? Henry, the mild-mannered janitor? No! Alright, we'll give Kevin the big VIP for next time. Sorry, Kevin. Xenia, Xena, warrior princess. What's she fighting about? And we'll wrap it up with Ange. As if Ange Love is still here. Ange, Power Oracle coming your way. Or if you have a specific question, you let me know. You got stars galore. And if not, we're just going to drift off into the mighty vibes. We should go to the beach for a song like this. We could turn the tunes up, Benita, as we sail away into the sunset. Sunset grip. Sunset trip. The Sunset Strip. Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, this has been... What did we call this program? Happy Place Tuesdays on 99.9. I've been your pilot. The artist formerly known as Legend. We might change the channel name again. Just change it straight to 99.9. Oops, I just realized I recorded half of the live stream. I had actually most all of it. I had intentions of reading for some science tonight, but we got busy again. That'll happen. Go ahead, Ange. You can post whatever you like. It's been a while since we connected. Looking forward to it. It's le finale, the last one of the night. Jesus, it's 11:30 in New York City. Kevin was calling from Brooklyn. No wonder he's not here. Jeez, Louise. Who the heck is Louise? We'll just give Ange a minute to post. I'm going to switch it over to my favorite set, my favorite playlist. Because I got my favorites too. I'm not playing favorites, I'm just playing my favorites. A little Do Your Thing by Guest House? We could do that. The Delta Aquarids. So this meteor shower coming up at the end of the month. See if I can go and pull up a little bit of info. The deltas, they're not like one of the major meteor showers. Let me just see here if I can find it. I gotta go into my space race calendar. I keep hitting the wrong button. Jeez. Where we go. Advice of the day. Question of the day. Mercury. No, not Mercurus. We want not the moon. We want meteor. Oh, here. It's over here. There we go. We'll go in 2020. Start looking for the Delta Aquarids in late July. While they usually peak before dawn around July 30th, it might be worth looking a little bit before dawn starting on the 27th of July because there will be less moon glare, right? So the moon, you can't see a lot of meteors sometimes because the moon is bright and it was set to go full on 08/03, so August 3rd. So the shooting stars may be somewhat washed out by the moon if you wait until the 30th. That's why on the channel we say start looking for the meteors showers on the 27th. They might be a little bit more visible, although not as intense. You'll see them clearer, but there won't be as many the earlier that you start viewing. Okay, so this is like a pretty mild shower. All right, we're looking at like 10 meteors per hour type stuff. So it'll be more like you'd be like, oh, I saw a shooting star kind of thing, right? Rather than being like, this is a full-on meteor shower. No, this would be like, look, you're shooting stars and things like that. So you're up in the mid to northern latitudes, so you'll probably see them a little bit less frequency. People that live like further down south, down yonder way, they might see a few more, like in the more central latitudes. Up to about 40 meteors per hour, which gives it more of that shower effect, right? And you can see meteors no matter where you're at on Earth, which is kind of interesting. So the Delta Aquarids, best viewing is pre-dawn on the 30th, it's saying, but you can start looking for them as early as the 27th. And this meteor shower is a prelude to the big one, the Perseids, right? And the Perseids are going to be nice because they're falling in more of a darker sky where the moon is waning back into a fraction of itself. It'd be a little bit darker. If you can get out to a dark sky preserve between August 11th and August 13th, the Perseid meteor showers, and they're always a sweet show. It's like watching fireworks from a different planet. I don't know. Maybe it's not like that. It's kind of what I compare it to. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's going to feel more like shooting stars. Always keep your heads to the heavens. But if you don't see any on the 27th to the 30th, just wait a week and the Perseids will have begun. And the skies will be a lot better for viewing for the Perseids, which should be great. All right, so hopefully that answered your question. Kevin's back? Okay, here we go. Kevin, right on. Will I be reunited with my ex, Ronita? A Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius. Mary more. Okay. We'll go ahead and put those up. Well, we were hanging on the beach. We were hanging on the beach for a minute. Four of Swords flipped out of the deck again. This is a yes for me, Kevin. Four of Swords up here with Major Arcana, Wheel of Fortune. So this is like, keep meditating in that direction. If this is your true hope, if this is your true desire, okay, I would suggest to you keep focused on it. Keep thinking about him. Keep thinking about her, this Sagittarius. And it won't be in Cancer or Leo season with these Sagittarians. They've got a lot on their plates. They've got a lot going on. They are busy working out their energies this month. But I do feel like around October, this could come back for the potential for being reunited or to coming into contact with one another again. Keep your prayers open. Keep your intentions and your meditations focused on this happening. You see he's lying down and he's got his hands folded there. This is about using your mind's eye when it's bedtime to to try and envision it and to keep thoughts of your ex, Ronita, in your mind, right? Because I get a sense with this Four of Swords that this is very favorable to you, that the reuniting is what you're hoping for. It's what you're desiring. So as it goes back into that arena of manifestations, you've got it in your sights of desire. So now prove to yourself, prove to the universe that this is what you really want. Now, this is not 100% sure thing because it is the Wheel of Fortune. But for me, the way the energy's set and how devoted I feel that you are towards this person and towards the situation, and the fact that we know that everybody that finds us here on some level is an awakened being and a powerful co-creator, that you can, in essence, influence this timeline to bring about union, to bring things full circle with this person, especially if, the fact that it's an ex situation, if there is karma that can be healed directly, that you will be given the chance, the opportunity to do so with one another, rather than living it out in future problems or in future situations or obstacles that come about in your life. You may have the chance to actually be with Ronita to discuss, the karma that you created already together. And it doesn't have to be directly related to the falling out, but just the fact that you've experienced portions of your life's journey towards one another, to see how tightly woven your soul paths and your journeys actually are in this lifetime. And I think that from these cards, they are quite, there's a lot of red in that Four of Swords, which indicates the desire. And it's true, it's coming from an integral and an honest place. That red drapery combined with that ace of that one sword down at the bottom. It's about having true intentions and real intentions. So keep focusing on that. Keep that in your mind's eye, and you can help influence this situation. But the way this energy stands today, for me, Kevin, this is a yes. This is like the spinning wheel is going to come back around. You guys are not done with one another. There's still more to do, more to see, more to heal, more to create, depending on what you guys do with your intentions and your thoughts in regards to one another in your relationship. So I think there's healing that's going to come about, and that involves that level of togetherness. So that's because the Four is a tarot card about healing 100% as well. It's often overlooked, but and it's not always necessarily to point it out, but it is about clearing some karma and some things in the past. There could have been an issue of trust in the past. This, again, you see this in this Four of Swords. This is the truth sword I was mentioning, and then up here you have the real sword of Damocles, the real issue, the matter of trust, right? So it's things that you guys will come together to work out. It almost feels like there could have been a little bit of closure or very little closure. But I think you'll be reunited again. You'll see one another. As far as what you do with that, when you do pick up the conversation where you left it off, or when you do see one another again, I can't see past that, Kevin. I can't. That's the Wheel of Fortune again. It's just zippity doo dah. That's it. Because more energy, more things need to be created between the two of you before we can see any further and know definitively which direction that would go, if it would be a return to romance, or if it would just be an amicable friendship, or if it would be at least to bring some closure onto the situations of the questions of the healing of the karma. Okay? But yeah, that's a yes for me. You'll be reunited. You'll see this person again. Okay? Okay. I feel like Mr. Mackey. Okay. All right. And thanks for being so patient, Kevin. Thanks again for rolling our direction. Sagittarius, it won't be within the next couple months. Look for Libra season, okay, for this to go down. Or this opportunity to be here. I see them coming back around that time. So October, just before Halloween-ish. Okay. So we end the show with the word Halloween-ish. It's not quite Halloween. It's Halloween-ish. All right. A group card for collective, shall we? Just before we hit the trail. On dusty trail, happy trails to you until we meet meet again. All right. And thanks, whoever dropped that like. I appreciate that. Okay. That was the last reading of the night. Look at us go. Look at us go. Whoa. Love and light to you as well, my friend. Infinite blessings. Love, knowing, and bliss be with you each and every day. Thanks, Kevin. This is a pretty fun place. We get some really cool people, good people that hang out. You know, we're all about that support, that awakening, that ascension. And that, you know, we got to practice to manifest this stuff. We do it together. And we're all creating our best versions of our imagination and our happiness. And we do it together. We do it with one another's help. And thank you for coming in tonight. It's really good. All right. We'll let the music play for just a few minutes. Lots of love, everyone. It's really cool. I want to play my favorite. Can I play my favorite song? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, here it is. We're going to play the Shaker because it's my favorite. Okay, thanks, everybody, for coming. It's been wicked awesome, as they would say in Boston. It's been wicked awesome. And we'll be back sometime soon. I got a lot of stuff piling up, so I'll be off the airwaves for a few days, hoping to join you guys again a little bit closer to the weekend. All right? Love, knowingness, and bliss all day, every day. 99.9. Good vibes all of the time.